Evening, everybody. Welcome to another evening of Birthright 5th Edition, presented by Ohio Gaming Alliance. We are back in action today, and in fact, like we always do, I'll put it to the players. Anybody who would like to recap last session for an inspiration, please do so, and go. Anyone? Anyone? Bueller?
I'm trying to remember all what I can remember.
I know we got to the village. We had Greta. We had found out that the villagers were actually being taken by goblins.
Oh, that's right.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and we had to go and find the goblins. And I think we were on our way to do that, or we were prepping to do that.
Okay.
We were definitely on our way to go to
And when
battle the goblins or whatever. But yeah, we Greta's boat is pretty much needs a lot of work, and we need a ride to the Imperial uh, to see the Imperial Chamberlain. So we kind of uh,
we took a
got
job,
Greta to agree to be our captain, and we're going to try to come up with enough money to fix her boat. It's like 2,500 gold pieces.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, it was a sizable amount from what we're used to earning on an everyday scale. But yes,
Yeah, yeah.
agreed. It could be done.
Okay. Yeah, good. So, does anybody remember from the map or whatnot where you guys are? You said village. It's actually a sizable town. It's not as big as Knowlton, the capital, by any means, but it is a sizable town.
Hmm.
Yeah, I don't remember that.
Okay, no problem. So, pretty good though. So both Malrain and Asher will get a an inspiration, and Kelso, you gave a little extra too. So go ahead, take one. I have a feeling you might need them.
All right.
Now, are
So
we allowed to have more than one inspiration? Because I got
no,
one from last time too.
nope. If you still have one, then
Just
you still have one. But like I
still
say,
have one.
you can use it at any time during the session. They do carry over, um, unless it's a bardic inspiration. Bardic inspirations
Right,
don't carry.
right.
Those
Okay.
are only good for a limited amount of time. so
All right.
just to recap for everybody, yeah, you guys are on the right track there. You guys actually, as you limped the ship back to Knowlton from being stranded on the island, yes, you got to Knowlton, found out that the ship, you know, it needs serious repair to be seaworthy again. Um, they managed to get it this far, thankfully, but you only had to sail it a few days, and even then, it was taken on water pretty severely. Come to find out, especially given the state of things, the fact that we're at the onset of winter and heavy off season for sailing, uh, the repair bill is 2,500 gold, which is a pretty incredible sum. But you all felt through your investigations, through your dealings with the shipwright and those folks that that was a fair price given the state of the market and time of year. So you were looking for work and opportunities to perhaps help Greta repair her ship. And when you spoke to um, one of the governmental officials or magistrates or something there in Knowlton, um, an incident had occurred on the eastern side of the realm where goblin raiders were taking um, Talony citizens into the Five Peaks across the border, um, taking them alive as captives. And so the assumption is that they've been taken as slave labor
So
because
so let
they've received no ransom demands. So
Okay, so no ransom demands have been sent, and you said they were sent over the five what?
the Five Peaks,
5 Peaks.
which is
That's
the
right.
neighboring domain. So you
Goblin
guys took the
man.
next few days. You were deputized by the magistrate in Knowleton.
Yes, we were.
You all wear sashes with your deputy badges and the device of
That's
the
right.
Thane.
Make us dukes now.
Maybe not quite that high, but anyway, you were deputized. You guys rode hard on horses that were lent to you by the realm to the town of Strathcairn, which is here in the far east of the realm of Talony in the province of Sarenset. So you did arrive at Strathcairn. You rode pretty hard to get there. Took you about 3 days to ride, but you rode pretty hard, and so you had to rest when you got there because you would have been heavily exhausted, even though you did stop for occasional resting as you rode, but you rode pretty hard. And so the local Reeve let you know that yes, people have been taken captive by goblins of the Five Peaks. Most of them are peasants or folks that have just been out here doing logging work, because wood cutting is one of the only jobs still going pretty strong even during the winter. So they carted off a bunch of woodcutters and other people into the Five Peaks. It's been about 6 days since the last raid where people were rounded up and taken over the border. So as you guys rested in Strathcairn, you gained 3rd level, and now you are
Oh.
rested and ready. Yeah.
I mean,
did you get?
I
Did you
mean,
take?
some of us are rested and ready. But I'm really quick at leveling, and
Okay.
I'm playing
Yep.
a bard,
Dig into
so
it.
it won't be
And
hard.
like I say, I know that some of you are using D&D Beyond, which is fine. If you don't mind at least keeping a couple of basic things updated on your Roll20 character sheet for me, it helps me out. If we have to,
I'll use everything on Roll20 right now.
that's fine. If
Yep.
we have to manage your character when you're not here, it makes it a lot easier that I have it there because I haven't built the D&D or the birthright stuff in D&D Beyond as yet. So.
Okay.
So, the morning comes, you've rested, you're all a little bit, a little stronger, a little bit more well prepared, and now you have your task before you to track the raiders and recover the citizens of Talony.
Do we know? Do we know approximately how many we have an idea of count heads?
Over time, it's been thought that it's been as many as a couple dozen,
Oh, shit.
maybe more. This latest raid, they think it was somewhere in the neighborhood of 10 to 12, maybe is what the
Okay.
thought is. Again, it's kind of difficult to track them all because some of the folks aren't from Sarenset normally. Some of them are actually from different provinces. Keep everybody.
Pretty good
Right.
idea. What if we can find like one of the goblins, like a scent of one of the goblins? I can then turn into like a wolf or something and smell it down.
Okay. Notor is in his element. It looks like they've gone up into a heavily forested area, and he's fought goblins for years, and he knows them very well. So he feels very strongly that he can track them successfully for you. So.
And also, too, just to let everybody know, I do speak Goblin if it comes in handy anytime.
Okay. It may.
What goblins can speak?
Oh yeah. So
Okay.
just as an aside, guys, out of character a little bit. As an aside, goblins in Corellia are not like goblins in a lot of other standard D&D campaign settings. Goblins in Corellia are much more sophisticated. They're taller, stronger. Um, they have fairly sophisticated actual kingdoms and settlements and governance. So they're a lot closer to humans in the way they do what they do. They're a little bit more tribal, but they're still a lot more sophisticated than a standard goblin from other campaign settings. So just want to make sure everybody's clear on that. You're not going to be running down a bunch of little snotlings. These dudes are much more human sized, much more, um, yeah. I mean, don't
Okay.
expect them to be
Wow.
don't expect them to be stupid. They're not. That's not what goblins are in Corellia.
All right, thank you for letting me know, because I was expecting regular goblins.
Nope, nope. They're different. So
Yeah.
anyway, and again, that's something that all of you would know. I mean, goblins are very well known, are widely scattered, and like I say, there are several goblin kingdoms that are, sophisticated, political, and powerful. So that's no secret to any of you who are all Corellian natives. So
The goblins. Such a nuisance and such a problem on a larger scale. More than
oh
most
yeah,
know about.
oh they're still agents of chaos, but
Malrain kind of
yeah. Hmm.
lowers his head. Ugh.
Dotor is visibly animated about this. He has a deep loathing of goblins. You don't know what it is in his past. He hasn't shared where it comes from, but he's very eager to get on the road and to start tracking these down. So, does anybody have anything they'd like to do? Um, Anything they need to gear up or prep for or ask around before we get on the road here?
Um, not if we're in a hurry. I think that, if we're ready to go, in the morning or whatever it is, I think we should, unless it's something that, provisions or something, we should probably head out.
Probably
Well,
go and see if there's any healing potions real quick. There's a store nearby.
okay.
That's probably
uh,
about it.
I will make sure that everyone's wills have been updated accordingly. And I'll go around and make with the scrolls that have their wills in them, and ask them accordingly if they need to make any adjustments before we head out. Because I'll be simple and plain with them. If you want your life to be covered by any kind of assurances back home, thus getting your body where we want it to, or the pieces that they might find from the goblins when they're done with us, you might want to update it now so I can leave a copy with the local constable.
I'm gonna make a small cannon that can attach to my shoulder.
Well, that's
A cannon. Well,
Yeah,
okay.
that's my third level ability. I can create a cannon.
what the hell is he doing with that wagon wheel?
Okay.
I'm kidding.
You're making a cannon. Cool. All right. So yeah, that's fine. Obviously, that's something you're able to do as you were prepping yourself to move up levels there. Tass is experimenting with putting together some interesting devices, and as such, he has thrown together an interesting looking cylindrical item that he calls a cannon. Doesn't look like any ship's cannon you've ever seen, so those of you who don't know what the hell he's doing might look at it with a bit of skepticism.
Some weird things you're doing there, man.
Okay. So that, I mean, your cannon and stuff, you probably would have put together, overnight or during the rest or whatever. So, like I say, just as a reminder for everybody, you guys are about 6 days behind the last rating group. So,
It's just battle. And
All right.
But other than that, I'm ready.
okay.
Also, too, Mike, since we're talking about kind of previous, as we were resting and leveling up, I did
Mhm.
want to try to find like a just a like a brazier. Is to cast find familiar, and one of the components is I think it's a bronze brazier or something. It's like a cup, some
A
shit.
brazier, yeah, it's a small kind of a sconce for burning stuff. So,
Yeah, I was just gonna see if someone had was gonna purchase one of those, and I gotta buy components too. I think it's like 10 gold worth of something, but
okay.
that's all I was really looking to do.
All the components except for the brazier should be available in Strathcairn. But at the nearby monastery there, Hellenian Monastery, you can get a brazier. So
Okay, I would like to
extra couple gold. So
A brazier.
brazier, no, a brazier.
pick one of
Yeah.
those too.
Yeah.
Well, I never mind.
Don't mind if I do.
Never
Yeah.
mind.
I'll take two.
Master GM.
Yeah.
Just wanted to let you know that I went ahead and put my leveled up, and I took the College of Eloquence, for I am Malray Nailo, and I speak well.
Most days you do.
Just want to let you know that.
All right. Very nice. Okay. So, good stuff. I don't think there was anything else. I think Notor said, hey, look, stock up on trail rations or whatever if you need to, because we could be out there a while and we may not have time to forage or hunt.
Okay.
all right. Yeah.
Looks like he's already well stocked himself. So,
Yep, that was a mistake. Sorry.
no, you're fine. Okay. So, as you guys set out to the edges of the settlements here, as we're getting off into the wooded area close to the border, Notor is going to, of course, do his his tracking. He rolls quite well.
All
As
right.
you can see there, 22. Not that it was difficult. It was pretty easy to see the tracks of the slavers and the enslaved. So he picks up the trail pretty easily, and he begins at a pretty brisk pace. Looks like he's starting out this way and headed east into the Five Peaks, into the wooded forest area. So he's going to be keeping a pretty good pace going. So everybody's going to need to make
Sorry about that.
athletics checks for the first day, and let's see how we do with keeping up with Notor. As he rolls his survival rolls, you guys give me athletics rolls, please.
It's a nat 20.
Wrong.
Oh, actually, it'd be a 22. Sorry.
Totally fine. Yep.
And we're giving you a what kind of roll?
Athletics, please.
Athletics. I had half
Ooh,
of
Kelso with a
my-
nat 1. That's a bummer.
How did I do on mine? I don't see it.
14, pretty good.
That's
Asher really strong. Okay, so Kelso, you lag behind a bit. You do manage to keep up, so we either
15. Damn
We
it.
can either slow down to make sure Kelso can keep up, or he takes one level of exhaustion to keep the pace.
Master GM, I'll return. I gotta make a quick run inside
Oh,
real quick. Be right back.
Okay. So group, you can decide as a team if you're not going to hang back and wait for
Yes.
Kelso.
He-
He will need to take
you-
an exhaustion level in order to keep the pace with you for this first day.
I think we should. I'm gonna suggest that we hang back and let him catch up because we don't know what we're gonna if we run into anything there, and if he's exhausted, then that could really be a problem for him and everybody else.
Notor's reluctant.
I totally
really
understand.
he's really wanting everybody to keep the pace up. Tass,
I
what do
think
you
he
think?
should be okay. I personally think he should be
Days.
okay with one level exhaustion. But
Mhm.
you know.
He's got one of those cramps.
Okay. So we got 2 votes for make him go faster, 1 for slow down. We haven't heard from Marquise yet. Because he stepped away. Kelso, what are you thinking? I mean, certainly nobody can make you do anything. It's up to you.
He's gonna slow down.
Okay. All right.
I sit there and tell him, really?
Exhausted.
The food loving halfling is fine. But
Oh,
you? Seriously?
you're getting messed with by a halfling. All right, I get it. That's cool. Okay, so first day continues. You don't seem to be gaining any ground on your quarry. You guys can stop for a short rest and then continue and push through without taking any penalty, because again, you were prepared to be pushing a little harder for this.
Howdy, Master GM. I'm gonna just hopping in here. Was asked if I could come in doors
Oh.
for a little bit.
Okay, it's fine.
All right.
We're good. Okay, guys, so second day of tracking commences. Here goes our survival guy. Oh, he rolls strong again, my friends. He is hot on the trail. This man is on a mission. Throw out those athletics rolls, please. Asher strong again. No issue at
Some
all.
rolls.
I'm gonna use my inspiration.
Okay.
That's doing an advantage, right?
You do get an advantage using that
right.
inspiration, yes.
I want to make sure. Okay. This time it's better. I got my second win.
Woo! Yes, you did. Okay. Malrain, you able to make a roll? It looks like he's busy right now, so I'll go ahead and make the roll for him right off of his sheet here.
He's rolling, rolling, rolling.
Rolling.
What? Okay. So this time it's Tass that's having a hard time keeping up. Short little legs are going awful fast.
So what are you talking about now?
He's not doing quite as bad,
Yet
but
again, I never claimed to be the best. I actually admitted being the worst. If you're worse than the worst, that's bad.
all right, Tass. So keep the pace and take an exhaustion, or
Well, I'll keep the pace. I'm not a
okay.
wimp.
All right. So you take 1 level of exhaustion, but you guys do feel that this time you have managed to gain on these guys. So you're feeling like you're making up some ground. It's looking good. Another short rest, and you guys can go ahead and Go again. He continues to track. Survival's not real strong, but he's still on the trail. So let's see those athletics rolls.
I don't take a disadvantage for one level, correct?
Let's remember how that works.
I thought it was.
I think you do take a disadvantage for ability checks, yes. Let's see, how's he doing? Athletics there. Ooh, look at that. Malrain gets a 20.
Hey, look at that. Got a 14.
You did okay. You did okay. So, let's see. So anybody under a 10 is the ones that are slowing down the crew. So this time it's Kelso again. So it'd be again 1 exhaustion, or we slow the pace a bit.
Come on, you big baby. What are you gonna do now, sucker?
I'll take the exhaustion so we can get up to pace.
All right. So 1 exhaustion counter for Kelso, and again you feel like you're making some nice gains here. So that's 2 gains, and based on Notor's rolls and expertise, it feels like you guys pressing forward is making a difference. You're looking at, you believe you've made up about 3 days worth of distance, because they aren't moving very quickly according to what he can tell. In fact, if he does, he's going to do quick investigation here. Not much. So he still doesn't know how many captives they have, because there's a lot of feet, a lot of disturbance of the trail. So he knows that there are double-digit amount of people or humanoids in this group. He has no idea how many of them are peasants and how many of them are goblins. But they also aren't working very hard to cover their tracks or to move at speed. So you think you've made about half the distance after pressing for this amount of time thus far. Okay, so another short rest and pressing forward again.
Hey, how do we get rid of the exhaustions? Is it a
Long rest. Yeah, a long rest gets your exhaustion off.
Okay.
Okay. He's still strong on the scent, boys. So go ahead and roll us those. Not acrobatics. Excuse me. The
Athletics.
athletics. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Dang it.
Uh,
Did you roll for me, GM?
Yeah, a couple
Okay.
times I did. Go ahead and
Awesome.
roll
No,
yours
no,
this
no.
time.
You go for it. I'm updating a couple quick things here. Jack
Okay.
of all trades
Okay.
is on, and then I need to put expertise on 2 skills. I'm gonna go persuasion.
Oh, you're still leveling up. Okay, so let's see, where are you at? Athletics.
Persuasion.
Okay. Okay, so this time both Tass and Malrain are having a hard time keeping the pace. And I don't, again, it's up to you guys whether you take an exhaustion counter to keep the pace, or lag behind to keep from the exhaustion. So what say you, Tass and Malrain?
Oh, I'll keep the pace. I'll keep the pace until I can't run anymore. It's fine.
Okay.
I'm a Nyla. We don't have to run. I'll see you ahead.
Oh, okay. Well, so you do take an exhaustion counter for that. So you take 1, and that means Tass takes a second one.
I
do
guess
these
I'll.
exhaustion levels turn into cramps?
Now wait a second. If I'm gonna take the exhaustion level anyways, I'll keep up. But it'll just be like, all right, fine.
Yeah, it's
Begrudgingly.
either keep that pace that he's setting to try to
Right.
close the distance, or and take the exhaustion counter, or slow the pace and avoid the exhaustion. So
Okay.
So you're taking the exhaustion then?
Yeah. How do I take it? What do I click?
There's a um
Disadvantage.
Oh, is that all it is on the
well
character sheet?
well no you actually take a level of exhaustion. Where is it? I know it's in there somewhere.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to figure out. I thought it was on the character sheet, but maybe it's not.
It is, but for
That's
the
okay. No
for
worries.
for that matter, we know that
Uh-huh.
what it does is it then gives you disadvantage on ability checks until you get a long rest to rest it off. A second level of exhaustion. Yeah, here we go. There's your exhaustion
I just
counter.
added it. Yeah.
Okay.
So 1.
So,
Okay. Cool. Got
so
you,
you
GM.
have an exhaustion counter, and
Alright.
so that you'll have to put yourself on disadvantage for any ability rolls.
Okay.
Second
Disadvantages.
level of exhaustion, as I recall, is
There we go. Expertise is.
see if I can remember how that works.
All right. Cool.
Uh,
I need to roll. How do you want me to roll hit dice, GM? For my...
Second level of exhaustion halves your speed. So
Oh boy.
Yeah. Yes, it does.
Oh wow.
okay. So now we're at a point where Tass
Second
is
level of exhaustion is cramps.
yeah right. So Tass is at half speed, so he's not going to be able to press faster as it is now with his second level of exhaustion.
Somebody carry me.
He's going to need aid, so somebody's probably going to have to pick him up.
I'll pick him up.
Okay.
Come on, little man.
All right. So you guys made more. You guys made more time up on them. Notor says, "Hey, I think one more of these, and we're going to be close to these guys."
Okay.
So.
All right. So, real quick, Master GM, how do you want me to roll my hit dice for my level up?
You can either roll it or you can take the average.
Okay.
So you get.
What is average on? I'll check it out. I got it. Thank
Yeah.
you, sir.
Yeah, taking the average is usually right in the middle of what your hit die roll would be.
Half
so,
plus 1.
Yeah, it's half plus 1. So you get, I think, what are your D8 for your guy? So you'd get 5, or you can roll it and maybe do better or maybe do worse. So
Reroll ones, right?
we will re-roll ones. I'm not going to stick anybody with a 1.
All right. I think when I was rolling, is that the right?
Yep, there you go.
Because I rolled it earlier.
Yeah,
Sweet.
you just took
Got
5.
the average. Nice. I'll take it. All right. So then I was rolling the hit dice correctly earlier. Okay, cool. I just want to make sure all my buttons are good too.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Okay. So yeah. Notor put up another good survival roll. He's hot on the trail. He's pushing forward. So everybody, do your athletics rolls again, please.
Am I going to need it since someone's carrying me?
You won't need it since someone's carrying you, but Asher will get a disadvantage because he's carrying you. Unless he wants to negate it with his inspiration. I'll allow that.
And since he's carrying me, can I negate it with my inspiration instead? So he doesn't have to use his?
Yeah, I'll allow that.
All right. I'll be right back. I'm running back inside.
Okay.
Thank you, Taz.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's see. Mr. Nielo walked away and didn't make his roll. Wise guy. All right, hang on a sec. Pull this up. Let's see. So he's at disadvantage. Here he goes with the athletics roll. Oh, he did okay.
That's not too bad. Yeah.
Nope, that's not too bad at all. Kelso is just under a 9 or just under a 10. So yeah, you will take an exhaustion counter if you want to keep the pace. Otherwise, we'll have to slow.
Yep, I'll take the exhaustion counter.
Okay. So I think that puts you at second level, yeah?
Yep.
Of exhaustion. Okay, so your speed is halved currently. But because you kept that pace, you guys feel pretty good that you're right on their heels now. again, they're not moving fast. So you guys have now successfully changed the scene. So you guys are now in this position. So you guys will be back here on the western edge of this area. So go ahead and place your tokens there.
See, I'm trying to find. Oh, okay. There's.
I am back.
Okay. Yep, go ahead and drop your tokens into this section here. We're in the western edge. And here comes Our Lady Greta. I kept forgetting to roll for her, so we'll just say she made it.
Damn it. Stupid fucking computer.
Can you get it in there? I know sometimes
Yeah, my
I keep
computer's being a butthole.
yeah. Sometimes I have to refresh the window Roll20 just to get it to do what we want it to do. So all right, so Nyla, you probably want to move back a little bit because
All
again,
right.
you're following Notor here.
Okay.
You guys are do something like that as far as like a marching order if you like.
Yeah, ready?
Okay.
I am not a big fighter, and just so you know.
Yep.
Well, I'm
Okay.
telling them.
Oh, well, okay. I don't know that anybody had any kind of whoops, that was weird. I did not intend to do that.
What's
There we
that?
go. Ah,
Okay.
stop it, you stupid machine. There we go. Drawing silly shapes that I don't intend to draw. Okay. So yeah, you've been pushing deeper into the wintry forest, and the part of what's been so difficult to catch up and why you guys have been pressing so hard is it's been increasingly you've been increasing your ascent. So you're actually on an incline heading up into looks like some foothills. So you're yeah, that's part of what's been driving you guys to some of the exhaustion and making it difficult for you to keep that pace. But again, you guys press through, and you are Notor's pretty convinced that you are catching up. So, in fact,
All right.
if everybody would kindly give me spot checks, please. Or not spot checks, sorry, perception checks.
Yep.
Still thinking some of the old terminology.
All good. Give me 1 second here.
Okay, so yeah, those of you that are doing ability checks with exhaustion, that's going to be at disadvantage. So
Looks like a 13 for me.
okay,
Peace.
Asher,
El
Bashan,
Jefe. El
Tess got a
Jefe.
14. Yep. Okay, looking for Kelso's as he gets his down. Okay. Okay, so Asher, just as you're trudging up this hill, and you've been in really good shape the whole time, although some of your teammates have been having a tough time with the terrain and whatnot. You have been doing just fine, and you don't seem to be affected as much. And as such, you spot on up the way here. If I can get it to do what I want it to do, just a minute,
Okay.
please.
Oh, sure.
Come on, you stupid machine.
Yeah,
Try
mine's
making-
acting up too.
Oh, it's just that mine is
I can't even get on my fucking character sheet.
yeah, you probably have to refresh it, dude. It's just sometimes that happens.
Okay, I'm refreshing.
There we go.
Okay, so I don't know if you can see that very well, but in the near distance here, you do see a line of smoke.
All right.
Smoke signals.
Well, are
Um,
you sure
well-
it's smoke signals?
That might be just like rested the camp a little bit.
Yeah, I'll stop and say something. I'll let everybody know what I see.
okay. Yeah, so as Asher
There we
points
go.
that out to you guys, it's pretty easy. You see a line of smoke up the way. Not too difficult to spot. It's one of those things that, again, like I say, not difficult to spot, but it is, okay, hang on. If I can get this stupid thing to do what I ask it to do. Why is this so difficult? There we go. Thank you. Stupid
I got-
machine. Okay.
I got goblins all around me at the house here too. So just so you know.
Yeah, I know. Okay, so you do see a line of smoke, and Asher lets everybody know, and Notor, of course, says, "Okay, halt. Let's make sure that because they're camping. If they're camping, we may have an opportunity to either catch them unawares or rest ourselves before we attempt to take them. I know that you guys been pressing hard, so he suggests that we do a little bit of sneaking up to see if we can catch sight of them. What do you guys think?
Well, I mean, whatever we think is going to work best for the situation. I mean,
many-
go ahead.
I was just going to say, how many people are exhausted? I know Melrain is exhausted, Kelso's exhausted, and Taz.
Yes.
Taz has got 2 levels, and I think
Yeah.
Kelso has 2 levels.
I
Yeah.
am indeed very, very.
I think 3 of us are exhausted.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
Yes.
I would.
I'm cramping up, man.
Okay. So
Right off the top, I think it's better if we rest.
okay.
I think if the people that aren't exhausted want to actually investigate, don't get too close, but kind of investigate, get the numbers and everything like that.
Hmm.
Then the ones that are exhausted can kind of just rest. And then we can kind of, rest here while they're resting. Hopefully it's an 8-hour rest. And then, next time we can probably do some type of, encounter or something.
Okay. Dotor thinks that's wise. And
Because I think next time we won't have to push ourselves as much. And if we keep pace with them, we should
Right.
be okay.
Yeah,
Greta is amenable to that. She says it works for me. I'd be glad to sneak up and take a look. So
so I'll go too, especially
Okay.
since I speak Goblin. I might be able to hear some chatter or
Right.
something.
okay, sure.
Sure. Yeah. Works.
All right. Notor says make no fires and be very quiet. So maybe set yourself off to the edge here, stay out of sight, and go ahead and rest up while we go check things out. Okay. So you guys go ahead and move yourselves off while rest of the team here starts to investigate. So that's going to be stealth checks for Greta, Asher, and Notor.
Alrighty, let's see. Oh, I am not rolling. Right. Okay.
Okay, Greta gets a 17. Notor gets a 19. Asher, how'd you do?
Could I roll my inspiration?
Yeah.
Oh, thank God. All right.
Much better. Okay. All right. So if you guys want to kind of just get on up here, you see the little stream here. Not a real wide one. This is just a small stream. Sorry, I'm moving you. You can move wherever you want.
Yep.
But
No,
that's
you're
fine.
you're all right.
Yep, totally fine.
If you need to move me too, that's fine.
okay. I'm gonna roll a couple of things here. Let's see here. Okay. So simple enough. You guys don't appear to be detected at all. You do see a group here. You can't see too far because there's plenty of tree cover and whatnot. They're in a little bit of a clearing on a path, but you do see some. Let's see, put this. Hang on, I'm trying to get there. Now we can get it there. Okay. You do see some goblins near a campfire. And you also see a few people, few peasants that they're guarding. They appear to be chained together. But that's what you see. You think there's probably some others milling about, but you don't know the exact numbers. The captives don't seem to be speaking at all. Looks like mostly the goblins threaten them and or give them lashes if they make too much noise. The goblins are not saying a lot other than keeping watch over their charges and also looking about them a bit, but they do not detect you. Any of the conversation you hear, Asher, is incidental, nothing particularly of interest. They speak pretty vaguely about their destination, about their numbers, about the captives themselves.
Okay.
GM.
Yep.
They see them, but we don't yet, right?
Correct. You guys are all resting back here. You guys are making a camp and you guys are resting. So
Perfect.
until they return to tell you anything or what have you, the three of you don't know what's going on.
Okay. That is awesome.
Okay. Greta turns to you, Asher, and says, what do you think?
I don't really hear him saying anything important. It's just, so I think we should
Okay.
go back.
If you guys didn't know,
I certainly don't want to push forward. I mean, because
okay.
The last thing we need is for them to hear us.
Right. Okay. You'll see Notor across the way. He'll make some hand gestures at you to retreat, go back to camp. So,
Okay.
but he doesn't actually say anything. So you see him make his way back.
Cool.
And then Greta will also begin to retreat. Okay, you can move yourself.
Oh.
All right, so anyway, that was that. So again, Greta, I'll let you guys know just as you're trying to settle in for some rest. Yeah, we see several goblins guarding some people.
Really?
You know, I'm not really a tactician, but I don't really know how many there are. We didn't want to get too close before, you know, to try to find out everything because we have to cross that stream and they're across the stream from us. There is a bridge, but I don't think we can cross the bridge without being seen unless they move forward some.
Oh, that of course is completely understandable.
Do I know about from that bridge to them how many how many feet approximately that they are away from us?
Oh, from you right now? I mean, again, you guys wouldn't be in the middle of this path necessarily, be off the path,
Yeah.
but yeah, I mean, so
I-
each of these squares is roughly 5 feet, so
Oh, okay, I got you. I was talking about from where we were at when we were sneaking up on them.
oh,
you
yeah,
know,
you were,
heading
you know,
in.
25, 30 feet from the nearest ones.
Okay.
Like I say, there was some tree cover. You were across the stream from them. You could hear them pretty easily, but again, nothing of note was really talked about, at least with the ones that you saw or that you were able to hear.
Oh, okay. I can be within the range is 90 feet, so I can.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll let everybody know that if we can get up on them again, not now, but when we rest,
Hmm.
the next day or whatever, if we can get close enough without being detected, I can throw a sleep. And now
Well,
the problem I think would be maybe some of the prisoners
Hmm.
may fall to it, but I might be able to snag a couple goblins too. It's just 20 feet within I point at something and within 20 feet of that.
Good idea. And then the ones that do sleep, that are the ones you're trying to save, we could just wake them up later.
So yeah, I mean it's something to think about. I may be able to get a couple of them, or
Okay.
I mean basically out of character, it's 5d8, and then it starts with the lowest hit point, and then it goes up from there.
Okay.
So that's something I think we can consider doing.
Mount Rain, what happened to your character sheet? It's like it completely wiped or something.
I'm in it right now, making modifications. If you're trying to roll in it.
Okay. No, I was just looking at it. That's all.
Okay. Sorry,
No, it's fine.
it's being stupid on me.
You.
It's like rolling stuff that's not meant to be rolled. Weird.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, so in any case, yeah, so you guys still want to stick with your idea of resting?
I think so.
There
Okay.
it is. Dang it, that was crazy.
It'll be
Okay, so those of you who are not exhausted can certainly opt to maybe take a later watch or what have you. Are you guys going to set watches? What do you want to do?
I'll certainly take a later watch if it helps out. I don't have a problem with that at all.
So I know that you've in the past done
First,
like a 3 watch setup, right?
Yeah.
So How do you guys want to do it this time?
So if I take 2 watches, then does that mean I'll be exhausted the next day?
Well, since you're
2
human,
shifts.
yeah, you need a full 8 hours to do a full
Okay.
rest. So, and you guys haven't done a full rest in the last few, you're going to need a full one. So,
And
Okay.
also remember, 2 of us are elves, so we only need 4 hours of meditation.
true.
Okay.
So typically, and again, this was how you guys did it previously. Asher and Notor took first watch. Malrain and Kelso took second watch. Tass and Greta took third watch. With Malrain and Kelso being the elves, we're kind of able to help on third watch as well.
Okay.
So is that how you guys want to do that?
Let's do it.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Because those are 4-hour watches, so that anytime that you're off watch, you're resting. And so that makes sure that Asher and Notor get a full 8, and Tass and Greta get a full 8, and then Malrain and Kelso being in the middle, they get their 4 that they need.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So you guys settle into rest, feeling pretty good that they're out there resting as well. All right, 3 watches. Okay. First watch. Asher and Notor. As you guys are watching, you do hear some activity, so let me have some perception checks, please.
Man, I am wasting my rules. I'm a tank when it comes to.
Okay. Both of you rolled very well. So what you hear is, it looks as though, hang on, if I can get to them here. Okay, so it looks as though a couple of these goblins have crossed the bridge and look to be doing a short rearguard patrol. They have not spotted you yet, but they are looking about and they've crossed the bridge. What would you like to do?
Are we relatively well hidden?
Sorry, I'm not awake.
Like you say, they don't appear to be, they have not appeared to spot you. You guys didn't light a fire, so you think you are.
Sorry. Start the fire. Sorry. I can't help myself.
All right. So yeah, what would you like to do? Notor looks at you, says, "Everybody's still resting. I think we should stay hidden."
I'm merely meditating. I'm not sure
Okay.
about rest.
He's talking to Asher anyway, because you guys are both.
Okay. Well, worst, and I agree. Worst case scenario, I have a sleep
Okay.
memorized, so if I need to pop it off, I might be able to
All right.
snag them. I mean, they may worry about 2 members not showing back up, but what are we going to do at that point?
Fair enough. All right. So if you're going to try to remain hidden, go ahead and roll a stealth. Okay. So those are your stealth rolls, both yours and Notor's. You guys are trying to stay hidden while watching. And these guys, I'm going to make a couple of quick rolls here.
What was the local area the prisoners came from, guys?
Larry the prisoner? What?
What town? What was the name of the town? I know Five Peaks of the goblins were after.
Let's see. That was
Yeah, I don't remember.
they were taken from around the area of the town of Strathcarron. Strathcarron. Strathcarron.
Oof.
You should probably call for the manager.
It's town.
Not that kind of Karen.
Oh, sorry.
So anyway,
Up there,
yeah,
Karen.
town of Strathcarron is where they were taken from. They're not
Okay.
all from there, according to what information you got from the Reeve, but that's where they were taken from.
Okay.
Okay. Anyway, where was I? So yeah, this patrol is walking about. I was just about to look at something. Okay. So as you guys are watching, you notice these guys they don't look to be terribly engaged in what they're doing. Um, they look kind of bored. It looks like they're going through the motions. So they are lazily patrolling, but you don't see them look up into the woods very much. So they're rolling at a disadvantage right now. Okay. So they lazily patrol along the path a little bit here. They get about this far. They turn to each other and kind of low rumbling talk a little bit, but basically if you pick out little pieces of their conversation, it's on board, this sucks, I want to get back to home as soon as possible. The boss hasn't paid me yet, blah 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 blah. So that's mostly all you hear from them. And then they lazily go back to where they came from, and they don't seem to bother you at all. So
Let's call.
okay, and so that was everything that happened during the night. And you guys have rested a full 8. So you are back in business. So you can take your exhaustion off. That all looks good.
Hey, folks, I'm trying to just get a good grasp because if I remember correctly, I'm harboring boots of elven kind.
You do have
Yep.
those, yes.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Just
so
curious.
you've rested for the night, full 8.
Oh, I
Get
wanted to
back.
bring up too. I'm sorry, I just now thought of it.
Mhm.
Greta uses daggers, right? Isn't that what we've seen her use before?
Throwing daggers, and she hasn't used it yet, but you notice that she keeps a whip coiled on her hip.
Okay. Well, we do have that +1 dagger that no one's using at the moment.
No,
Yep.
no, this is
In-
better. I'm gonna enchant one of her +1 daggers to be one of her daggers to be a dagger of returning +1. So
She will love that.
Well,
yeah, so she can
I'll
just throw
take
her
that
dagger and it comes
+1
back to her.
dagger. I'll take the +1 dagger.
I can do one enchantment. That's it.
I can sneak up on people and stabby stab. Well, I guess I could
Yeah.
do that with my rapier too, so it doesn't really matter. But the +1 would be nice to be able to hit a little easier.
Yeah, I mean, we had the +1 dagger that didn't get claimed, and the crossbow +1. I mean, I use a crossbow, but I'm not.
I've got firebolt. I took it specifically so that I didn't have to carry a ranged weapon. So
I mean, if everyone doesn't mind, I'll snag the crossbow +1.
I'm down with that. I'll take the dagger +1. Problem
Okay.
solved.
While you guys are working on some of that, I'm going to call a small intermission here.
Sounds good.
Okay, sounds good to me, GM. Almighty GM.
Let's take a
Everyone should
let's take a
worship him.
15 and be back at 8 p.m.
Sounds
Okay.
like a plan.
Okay. See you soon.
I need to go pause the stream real quick on that note. Be right back, guys.
My man.
Six.
All right. All right.
Probably.
We are live, sir.
There it is.
Probably Velma be like a probably a wizard or something like that. Probably spellcaster some way.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely
Mm-hmm.
probably a bard.
Interesting. And Freddy would be
Probably a paladin.
Malrain. He didn't really do anything. He just tells everybody else to go. All right, you guys go and flesh out the bad guys.
I'm gonna sit here and look good.
Let's sit here and look good. Make out with Daphne, and then I'll unmask the guy when we catch him. That's funny. Okay, so coming back to just after a rest, you guys did rest off your exhaustion.
Nice.
Were not detected as you rested and camped. Although the goblins did look like they did have a small patrol that was sent out shortly into you guys' rest period. So the next day comes and you are ready to go again. You do know, though, and you did hear overnight, they did get moving again. So they are moving. They've moved forward
Okay.
while you rested.
See, that actually works out better.
So again, you don't think they're moving with any urgency. In fact, Notor, after a night's rest, is feeling pretty good. He'll come up and cautiously peer across the bridge and look. He sees they're gone. They didn't clean up after themselves particularly well, but he's got no problems following the path now. He suspects they're getting sloppy because they're getting close to home. They don't fear pursuit at this point, and so again, they're not trying to cover their tracks, and they don't seem to be moving with terrible urgency.
They're in for a nice little surprise.
All right, so give me a marching order, please. Down here by the bridge. Again, Notor would be glad to take at least a partial lead here as he's doing a lot of the tracking.
Well, I'm certainly want to be involved in the close-ups of things at this point.
Okay.
In fact, Malrain is pretty intent on discussing with and chatting with those around him so that he can better understand the nomenclature and the cultural understandings of the goblins if anybody's willing to share as they're tracking.
Notor doesn't seem particularly talkative. Again, he's pretty focused. He smells his quarry up ahead, and so he doesn't seem to be very talkative.
Aye.
I'll talk to him. I'll talk to you, Mallory.
Okay. Notor just hisses at you both and says, "Keep it down, if you must."
Look, I can comprehend what it is they're saying, and I should also be able to talk to them. Now, suffice to say, if we should happen upon this troop, perhaps there could be a fair amount of discourse that could sway things in our direction.
It's definitely a possibility.
Okay. Well, as you guys get moving, like I say, going through here, you don't see any signs of, sentries, rear guard, patrols, or anything. They've just moved on. So we will now change the scene. Okay. So again, go ahead and place
Alright.
your tokens in your marching order back here on the western edge.
Alright, change my profile picture just a little bit here.
Whoops. Wrong guy. Sorry. I'm trying to move you. And there's Greta.
Ah, there he is, you beautiful man, you.
All right. You dropping Malrain in there somewhere? I mean, I assumed you were talking about yourself. There you go.
Well, yeah, and I also dropped. If you notice, I dropped his token onto the Zoom feed as well.
Yep. There he is. All right.
Contract in hand.
So as you guys continue to track, let me have some perception rolls, please.
And so, what you're saying is, I am correct in my thinking that goblins will viciously rip us apart if we make the incorrect move. And we're rolling what, Master GM?
Perception, please.
Thank you, Master GM.
Greta with a perfect 20.
Well, they're natural.
Okay. Again, not difficult. You can hear up ahead a lot of shambling feet.
How did I do? Nice. Okay.
A lot of shambling feet. Those who got pretty high rolls, Malrain,
Mm-hmm.
Greta. Again, you both are pretty sharp, and you see now they do have a couple of goblins that appear to be hanging back from the main group as a rear guard and patrol.
Okay. Have they noticed us at all?
Let's see.
Well, I don't think all of us are being stealthy, are we?
Nobody said they were.
Okay, 'cause
nobody
if-
was attempting to. This was a
Because I'm totally not if nobody told me.
We didn't think of how we didn't really think of how far ahead they would be or not.
Right. Well,
Yeah.
I guess that's kind of a hard thing to
okay.
to pick up on, right?
Neither one of them have spotted you, so that you can as much as you can tell. So
All right. Gentlemen, before we approach these people, it might be wise if we send up our most the strongest, correct? Would that be wise, you think?
I agree with you, my friend.
Yes. Now, who of that would be us? Asher? Is that you?
Yeah. Yep. Definitely
Ah.
one of them.
Very well. I poke Asher in the shoulder, cast invisibility, and he's gone.
Also vote that he's strong too.
okay. Well, Notor says, yeah, I think we should try to take the sentries out quietly.
Yeah, I'll
I could
now and I'll whisper to. I'm sorry, I don't mean to be rude. I just want to whisper this real quick to Asher. Do not attack them until you're ready, because you will be seen as soon as you make an action against them.
I'll whisper my thanks to him, and then I'll let everybody know, even though I'm invisible. I do have 2 sleeps memorized, so
Okay.
I could cast sleep on the rear guard. And as far as I know, I don't think goblins have a resistance to charm. But I can try to throw a sleep on them and get those 2, and then have 1 left over if we needed it, for the actual main encounter.
Yeah, I don't remember. I mean, however you guys want to do it, I'm down. I'm just checking. Oh, I get advantage on my stealth. That's right.
Since you did that for Asher, I'm going to go to a Notor and I'm going to enhance ability him, give him cat's
Nice.
face, so he has advantage on dexterity checks.
Okay.
Okay. Very cool.
That also does some other crazy stuff, doesn't it?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, enhance ability. Let me pull it up. I got it right here. Bam. It's a concentration up to an hour. Mine's concentration as well. My invisibility was. You touch a creature and bestow upon a magical enhancement. Choose one of the following effects. Okay, so you chose it. Okay, perfect. That's so awesome. Advantage on dexterity. The cat's grace, huh?
yep.
All right.
I saw that spell when I was leveling up, and I was like, you know what? That may come in handy one time.
I have it as well.
Oh,
Okay. So Asher's now invisible. Notor is feeling incredibly sneaky and very eager. So do you guys want to try to just stealth up to him and try to incapacitate him, or are you going to try to put him to sleep, or what are you going to do?
Master GM, I rolled a 21 on my stealth to poof and kind of start sneaking along the edge of the brush here towards them.
Okay. Go ahead and move yourself where you're going to start moving.
Well, I assume we haven't initiated combat, so how?
We haven't yet. No.
I rolled a stealth of 21, so I'm going to try and get as close as I can.
How
Okay.
far can we see?
With my dagger.
Is the rear guard the only thing we can see? Like if we don't manage to incapacitate them, if they
I better give you guys camera feed on this one.
yell pull out a horn and give a signal or something or run away, we don't see like the main encampment, right? It's just the rear guard that we're able to see.
Well, there's no encampment, but
Or
now
what I
that-
mean, the main.
Good. Yeah.
people.
Now that you've asked, you can start to
Right.
see some of the main group up here.
Okay.
You don't see all of them, but because they're giving cover to some of the rest. There's more up there, but you do see some more, and they are marching away from you.
Oof.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna cast sleep.
Okay.
I'm
On
gonna throw
these
a
two.
sleep down. Yeah, I'll throw it right in the. Let me see. How do I get my little? It's 20 feet from a point, so if I go in between both of them, I should be able to. I can get both of them.
I,
And don't worry about me. I'm an elf.
Okay, that's fine.
I shall wild shape into an direwolf.
All right.
And I'm assuming that I don't have to I know I have to, there's a somatic element to it, but I don't have to scream it or anything. So I'm sure I can say it without, they're far enough away to
Oh
where they
no.
wouldn't be able to hear me.
Spells can just be muttered and you can do it. So.
Okay, cool. All right. And I can be I have to be, it's a 90-foot range, so I can get them from where I'm at.
Oh yeah, easily.
Yeah, they're about 50 feet away. So yeah, I'll plop one right in the middle. And then if you want me to roll, if you're comfortable with all that, then it's 5 die 8, and I can roll whenever you want me to.
Okay, just a moment.
And then what it is the total number of that, basically then it goes against the hit points of, anything within that 20-foot area.
Mm-hmm.
The lowest hit points first, and then you just knock it off the total. It's actually a really nice spell. Like I was kind of amazed with. There's no save or nothing. Like it's just plop.
And I shall try to go stealthy too.
Okay. Well, I just dropped this wolf token down. You should have capability to move it. Let me know if you can't.
I can move it.
Cool. All right, so you're throwing asleep. You're stealthing up. Greta is also going to go into stealth mode. So here's she's going to do.
You, if he's putting them to sleep,
Well, I want to know what everybody's initial action is going to be, and then we'll get into actual initiative here. So
okay.
you guys get some surprise here. So what are you
Okay.
going to do? You went stealth, so you started stealth, and you can decide what you're going to do.
Oh.
Okay,
Okay.
that's fine.
My
Your
cannon's gonna
movement.
climb off my shoulder,
Okay,
and then we're gonna hide.
okay.
Um,
Go ahead and do
my
your
initial
stealth roll.
reaction is, if we're
Mhm.
actually gonna attack this guys, then my cannon will shoot. But if we're gonna talk it out,
Uh-huh.
my cannon's gonna. Well, if we're to talk to him, I'll hold the. I won't shoot with the cannon, but
I
Okay.
say we go with the I have obvious advantage talk after he puts them to sleep. I approach. I'm pretty non-threatening. I could appear out of nowhere, and then just simply discuss with them that we've already incapacitated their other accomplices and we have them surrounded. And the best situation would be for everyone to walk away and us to be able to take the prisoners with us. What do you think? I think that it would be the best for everyone, and no one would be hurt. I'm going to go ahead and try to convince the party that this is the best way to go.
I'm gonna take
Uh,
myself off disadvantage first and then roll.
I have silver tongue. I'm the master at saying the right thing at the right time. When I make a charisma persuasion or
What is
charisma
your plan
deception check,
again?
you can treat a d20 rolls of 9 instead of 9 or lower as a 10. What's that?
What is your plan again?
That you allow me to approach them, arrive out of nowhere after the other two are asleep, and explain to them that we've already incapacitated their accomplices and that we have them surrounded. So the best situation for everyone would be for everyone to walk away and for us to leave with the prisoners. I am quite persuasive. I think I could talk them into this.
Okay. Notor doesn't care. He says just don't get yourself killed.
Mhm. So that
Yeah,
was
Why not?
so that would have given me a, so I would at least have had a 17 on that. Yeah. Okay.
Greta gives you a silent shrug as she starts to try to meld into the edges here.
Okay.
Same thing with Notor. He's
Whoa,
moving into the
that-
edges.
I'll just tell you that I think that just makes you vulnerable. But if you really want to do it, then more power to you. I didn't even roll. I just
Yeah, you don't really need to. I don't think you're invisible.
Listen,
no. I mean to
well-
go against his persuasion check. Because
Oh.
if he's doing that, then I would assume I would have
Mm-hmm.
well,
value.
the reality of the situation is that it would ruin our surprise, wouldn't it?
No, the surprise would be us or casting the spell of sleep anyways.
Hmm.
So if they successfully fall asleep and you walk out, I mean,
Yep.
yeah, I mean it'll be amongst the same round. So
All right, hang on. Don't start moving yet. Like I
Yep.
say,
Oh,
stay back where you are roughly until we start the initiative. Then the movement can come in. These guys
Oh,
do
also-
move back a little
No.
bit. Yes.
Okay, I was just going to say real quick, just to cover all ends. There is a possibility when I cast sleep that I may not get both of them.
Right.
I may only be able to get one of them.
That's
So
why
we
I
have
was
to be
going to
prepared.
sneak up before we did anything. I was going to get up beside one of them so that if you only
Okay.
got one of them, I could quickly get to them and attack.
Good.
So-
Okay.
Well, in any case,
Yeah.
initiative will begin after the sleep spell goes off. Okay.
Okay. So do I need to move before you cast then?
No. Nope.
Okay. All
Nope.
right.
He's going to throw this sleep, and then you can begin moving. All right.
Okay, so
Again,
initiative's
based on
begun.
initiative. So first things first, the sleep spell goes off. Okay. They both go ahead and roll your, what is it, 5 die 8 you said?
Yeah, it's 5 die 8.
Okay. You see a little shimmer in the air ahead of you, and you hear a mumbling coming from that shimmer.
29.
Okay. This one here slumps over and falls asleep. The other one is shocked by this and looks at his companion, and then we begin our initiative. So go ahead and throw your initiatives. Make sure that you have your token highlighted. If you're going to roll it in here. So highlight your
Okay.
token, and then you can roll the initiative on your character sheet and roll 20. It'll automatically add it to the turns. Okay.
All right, I'm sorry. I'm gonna try to do this. I'm still not very good at it yet.
You're all right, bud. All right, so Greta. There she goes. And Notor. There he goes. Okay, and then we have this guy.
I don't think it did it. Damn it.
That's all right. If it didn't, I'll just take your number and drop you in there. It's okay.
It's a 6. I got a
Okay.
range. Highlight my character.
That's fine. Okay. Sorry, I'm working these guys in, so he's not going to do anything right now. Let me pull up the rest of these jokers. So I got them ready. Bear with me here. I'm just making sure I got all these things open so we can make this work as smoothly as possible. All right. How do I have that guy twice? That's weird. That's supposed to be... Fix that. He's supposed to be... that. There we go. Okay. I got that. Okay, cool. All right, so for the moment, this is how the... Whoops. Descending. This is how the turn order looks. You have one sleeping goblin, the other one who's surprised to see his companion fall asleep. And so we begin. Top of the order is Malrain at a 23. What do you do?
Let's see. I'm stealth. Let's see. Actually, 1, 2.
Mike, can you move the turn order? I can't move my character.
I wish to move up.
Uh,
Do it yourself.
I have it all the way on the right-hand side of
Oh,
the
all right,
thing.
never mind. I moved it.
Okay.
Now, as a stealth, do I only move half my action? I believe that's true, correct?
Yeah, in stealth, you only move half your speed.
Okay, man.
If you
Next time we should try seeing if we could stealth up on them ahead of time. That's me. Hold on just a second. Let's see. I can do an attack at advantage, but I'd have to throw the dagger. And I don't want to do that. Okay. I don't know that that would do it either. Okay. We'll just go full move action.
Okay.
And we will hunker down behind the sleeping one. Still
Okay.
stealth.
All right. Gotcha. All right. Next up is his companion. While he was surprised, he still was alert enough to react relatively quickly. So he is going to roll a perception. Okay. Not good. So he does not see any of the stealthed people, which is like all of you. He does not see anybody, but he does make his turn to come over and inspect his companion. The fact that he fell over unconscious, he doesn't know what the heck is going on. So he's going to make a roll here, see if he can figure out what the heck is happening. Okay. He figures out pretty quickly that his buddy is asleep and pretty quickly starts, throwing kicks into him to get him up. So that's the end of his turn. All he does is rouse his partner here. His buddy does wake up, but is still prone at current. So I'm going to put that on him to denote that he is prone. And so that's the end of that goblin's turn, and Kelso's up.
All right, since he doesn't see me here, let's second here. I'm just counting the spaces here, just trying to see him a little bit better.
Sure.
So I will sneak up to here.
Okay.
Continue. Just crouching down and
Okay.
just bushes and shrubs, whatnot nature's there.
Sure. Okay. So staying in stealth then.
Yep, and then just now biding the time.
Okay, gotcha. Anything else?
I'll do it.
Okay. Notor's up. So again, he's also in stealth, and he is trying to maintain that. He'd like to silence both of these fools.
Be right back.
Okay, so he stays in stealth, takes a double move, but doesn't do anything. Well, no, I take that back. He is able to get just in range to try to take this guy by surprise. All right, now I'm trying to remember how his stuff works. Okay, so goblins are his favorite enemy. He will lay a hunter's mark on this guy. But instead of using the instead of using the bow, he is going to attempt to, or would he do that? You know what? Yeah, I think he's going to go ahead and do the stealth attack with the short sword. So he does so with advantage because this guy doesn't detect him. And so here comes a short sword attack. Okay, a 19 does hit. Oops, it wasn't supposed to be rolled twice, so we'll take the first one. That was 9 points of damage, and he also gets the hunter's mark. For 2 more, that's 11.
Wow.
That was a nasty shot. He did a lot of damage to this cat. Didn't kill him, but hurt him pretty bad. So,
Having that advantage helped.
oh yeah. Well, like I say, being able to be in that stealth, he doesn't have bonus damage immediately, but because he doesn't get like backstab or anything because he's a ranger. But he hurt him. So moving on to Miss Greta. She sees Notor break cover. So she takes a standard move, 2, 3, 4, 5, gets here behind Nilo and uses this sweet new dagger that she just got from her friend Tass
Nice.
and throws the dagger of returning. So here she goes. That is a hit. Let's see here. Okay, hang on a sec. Hang on. Trying to fix it on her character sheet.
So would it be? I mean, no, Nailo's not going to say this, but out of character, would it be nice to say that me and the captain can make it happen?
What?
You said the captain was throwing a dagger. We're right next to each other.
What?
Not in that regard. I'm saying, can me and the captain
Alright.
make it happen? Take the enemy out. I'm not.
I know
throwing
what you're
mine at the
saying.
other.
You're doing the old Captain Crunch maneuver. I see what you're doing.
Throwing more 80s references. Sorry, that one didn't hit as well.
Way to go, dude. All right. So anyway, she's gonna go ahead and fire at the same goblin.
Great Scott.
That's too much damage. How did that happen? Hang on.
That's nice damage.
That's not correct damage though. Something doesn't look right.
If you added modifiers, it will add the modifiers automatically.
Yeah, but this is a
I just ran into the problem the other day.
yeah. It's hang
Not
on.
the case. Sorry, Master GM.
4. Let's try that again. It still doesn't look right. Why is it rolling die 20? It's not supposed to do that. It's supposed to be damage, not.
I think if you click the dagger of return at the bottom,
No.
then no. Okay. Well, it wouldn't do it for me anyway.
That's all right. I'll just do this.
Okay.
Shit, my microphone.
There. All right. So that was 2 points of damage from the dagger. The dagger comes in, hits this guy, does 2 more points of damage to him, and then returns back to her hand.
No, you can't.
And she's rather giddy about it.
Nice.
It's actually pretty fun that she gets to do that.
She's ooh.
That's the first time she's tried it, and she likes it very muchly. So let's see here. I'm trying to remember if she gets a second attack. don't think so. Trying to remember how many attacks does she get here as a third level rogue.
I'm not sure.
What level rogue?
Third level.
Only one attack.
Okay. All right. So she did that, and then she's done. So next up is Asher.
Asher.
Okay.
Look out, there's an Asher on the street and an Asher in the trees, man. Where's he coming?
let's
Was
see,
she
I
in
can-
stealth at the time she threw that?
No, she broke stealth once she saw that Notor broke his stealth.
Okay.
She broke stealth so she could move up a little closer and take the shot.
That's Notor. Okay.
Okay.
They look close to one another, don't they?
It's a 30. You can move 30 feet and still attack, right? Is that how it goes?
Yes.
Standard movement and then attack.
Yes. Yep. Unless you're doing
A double move or something, but then you can
a double move, or if you're actually in stealth mode, you can only move half your normal
Right.
speed.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm not in stealth.
Okay.
I came out of invisibility when I cast the spell, so I'm just standing there like a
Okay.
moron. I can't get to Notor's guy, but I can get to the prone one. I think what I'm going to do is, shit. I am going to. Crap! I gotta take my. I'm gonna move here. That's 30 feet. And I'm gonna cast a cantrip. I'm gonna
Okay.
cast True Strike on
Okay.
myself.
All right.
And then next round, I'll have an advantage on my attacks.
Okay.
Or my attack, but I attack with 2 weapons.
Right. I gotcha. Okay. Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
Master Tassilo Lightfoot is next.
I will firebolt the guy that everyone is hitting.
Firebolt. Okay. 23 is an easy hit. 3 points of damage, and this guy sizzles and dies.
Nice.
And
So
is the other guy prone?
the other guy is prone.
Yeah.
That sucks. My cannon, I guess, will shoot the these guys are goblins too, correct?
They are?
Yeah. My cannon will shoot this guy.
Okay. So just so you know, those guys were not aware of you as yet that you could see, right?
Oh,
So,
never mind then. No, don't do that then. I guess I will shoot this guy.
I mean, they may now that there's a ruckus, right? So
Kaboom!
they just so you will get surprise on him if you do want to shoot him, but it's up to you.
Oh yeah, if I get
Then
surprised
take
on
him
him, I'll shoot
down.
him.
Yeah. Okay.
Pretty sure I missed him with a 10.
Well, again, if you're getting surprise, now you don't get advantage
You-
for that. So yeah. Okay. Yep. A 10 misses.
Only if you're coming out of stealth or something, I think.
Well, I am in stealth.
Okay. Well, then you would get an advantage, so you can roll it again.
Oh, crit!
Nat
Well-
20. All right. Roll it up. See what you got. Double your pleasure, double your fun.
14 points.
Ooh,
And he's knocked back 5 feet.
devastating. Okay, so this dude takes a shot from your cannon, has no idea it's coming, takes it to the back, and then proceeds to roll into some of the captives that he is hang it, get rid of that. Hang on a second. These things are being a pain in the butt. There we go. Stay there. Thank you. And you move here. All right. So he rolls into a couple of his captives and knocks them down, which of course gets everyone's attention. And but he's hurting. He took a major shot. He's got a smoking hole in the back of his armor. He's bloodied heavily and got knocked forward. He's not dead, but it looks like he's close.
Wasn't expecting that to happen.
No, he was not. All right. So anything else, Tass?
No, that is all for me.
Okay.
Well, I'm moving up a little, but that's it.
Okay, gotcha. Malrain is up. Top of the order. Oh,
Yes. Oh,
hang on a second. Just
Go
before
ahead.
you do yours, I need to enter the rest of these guys into the turn order because they are now aware of you for obvious reasons.
Oh man, you're
Oh.
not aware of us just yet.
Yeah, I'd say everybody kind of figured out what's going on. So now you can actually see
Inner
the rest.
illusion.
You can see the rest of the crew here. Now we have to bring the rest of these jokers into the combat. Let's see here. Give me a moment to clean some of these up because number 8 is a Deadski. So there's 8. He's a goner. 7's still on the ground right now. I need to get 2, 3, and the captain into this thing. So here comes number 2. Number 2 is going to initialize here. Here comes number 3. Number 3 is going to initialize here. Here comes Le Capitan. He is going to initialize here. And then the rest of these jokers that you beat the living tar out of already that weren't in the initiative. Let's see, who else do I need still? I need 7 in there. Sorry, this is going to take a sec. I got a lot of guys to manage. Apologies. He's in there, and then I have number 5. Who just about got freaking killed here. All right, get out of the way for a second. Number 5. There's him. And then I have number 1. There's him. And then I have number 4. There he is. And number 6. There he is. I believe that's everybody. Make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and the captain. Everybody's accounted for. All right, so still Malrain top of the order. You're up, sir.
well, isn't this wonderful? Well, I'm still stealthy stealth, so
Wow, they rolled well.
I'm debating whether I should stab this one while it's on the ground and then make my presence known to those that would be known to those that would need to know me.
It's up to you. What do you
I'm well, I'm going to go ahead and let me look at one spell real quick that I have.
Okay.
It will make me a happy Joseph.
Also, just for
Uh-huh.
the sake of argument here, guys, I'm going to say that the guy at the back who got hit with the cannon, not only did he get knocked forward 5 feet, but he went prone. I mean, he got hit hard. So he's on the ground, but not quite dead.
Okay, well,
Only mostly dead.
fine.
He's only mostly dead.
I will step up out of the shadows and stab the one on the ground in the back. I assume I've got an advantage.
You do have advantage, not
Okay.
only because he's prone, but also because you are stealthed. Now I don't know if you get any kind of sneak attack.
I don't have
Typically.
any abilities that give me any bonus to sneak attack, but I do get advantage, and
You get
that
the
is good
advantage.
enough for me.
It's almost like double advantage, but we can't really do that. So just
Right.
roll standard advantage.
Right, exactly. Okay, so we're gonna roll standard advantage. Let me get this rolled up. Yeah, roll that beautiful bean. Hood. How'd we do there? Let's see. Hey,
That's a 25. It's not a nat. Looks like not quite a nat 20, but real close. So, all right, go ahead and roll your damage with your +1 dagger.
okay.
Make sure to twist it.
Well, that's the goal, right? Just to get it all. Don't get it twisted. All right, man. I wish it would have been a nat 20. Oh, okay. Sorry, I gotta roll the damage. Duh. Kids are having fun too.
All right, 7 points. You take a good chunk out of him. That one definitely hurt. Whatever you sliced, it did not look good. So, but
I'm just
he's still
kind
on the
of,
ground.
as I'm walking out, I'm just raking it along his back and
Okay.
screaming out to those in front of me. Excuse me. Perhaps we can have a conversation.
Okay.
And that's the end of my turn.
All right.
I'll have the dagger in one hand, dripping with blood, like just with my hands, like here. Let me show you how pronounced this is.
Nice. All right. Next up is this guy.
That guy.
That guy.
He looks a little confused, a little worried at first. He looks over and the captain is barking orders in goblin language. For those of you that understand him,
I don't know if I speak it or not. I can look.
I'm gonna guess you don't. Notor knows goblin, and so does Asher.
Common, Dwarvish, Elvish is what I know. I know Undercommon as well.
I know Goblin.
Okay, so so 3 of you easily know goblin. Kelso, do you speak goblin?
Nope.
Okay. So you hear the captain barking orders. He says, "You two, round up the captives and with me. The rest of you, hold these fools off." So he's telling these two to accompany him and pull the captives together into a bundle and flee. So
Okay.
they are yanking the chains and getting people moving. The rest of them are to handle you. So this guy steps over and pulls out a longbow, and let's see, he's got a plethora of targets and one guy who just said something out loud. Let's see if he reacts to your words.
Jibba jabba.
Hey, the more distraction I serve, the more my fighters get to enact vengeance. So.
He does not react to what you say, but he does knock an arrow and attempt to shoot you. So let's see here.
Got a 14 AC.
So let's see here. What's he got?
I have to check my armor on that because I may not have it equipped appropriately, but I'll take a look.
Let's see. Okay. He does hit. And he does.
Okay.
Oh, good. He maxed. He put 9 damage on you.
Take it gladly. GM, can I voluntarily take an extra point while shoving it into my chest and screaming at him?
Perhaps on your turn.
Nice.
I wouldn't say that's a reaction kind of thing,
Sure.
but okay.
That's cool.
So you take your 9 and he is done. Next up is number 3. He is busy rounding up captives. And so he will use his entire turn getting the captives gathered up and bunched up to move them forward. Okay, so that's number 3. Number 2 is doing the same. He is working on captives. And next up is, oh, I shouldn't have had him in there. Sorry, he's dead. Next is Kelso.
All right. Let's see here. I have Kelso still creep around.
Okay.
You want me to reroll stealth?
At this point, no, because nobody caught you during your original stealth roll. We're just gonna leave it alone. Go ahead. You're still moving half speed if you you maintain your stealth. There's plenty of other stuff for them to pay attention to right now.
All right. I did my creeping.
Okay. Anything else?
I'll do it.
All right. Next up is number 7. He just got stabbed and hurt quite a bit, and he has to use his move action to get up from prone. So he is no longer prone. Obviously, he just took a shot from this guy, so he is going to attempt to attack you with his longsword. He's just using it one-handed.
He used his move action to get up.
Yeah.
Sure, gas.
But he misses with the longsword.
Nice.
And he is done. Okay, next up is number 5. He also uses his move action to get up, but he is hurting badly. Let's see here. He is going to make a check. Okay, so he doesn't break immediately, but he also doesn't wade in. He starts, barking at the captain. I'm wounded. I'm wounded. I need to hang back. Let me help with the captives. And that's his turn. Number 6, he is up front here. So he is going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's going to come up and engage with the longsword as well. And he misses. And next up is Notor. So Notor, seeing that guy got destroyed, he is going to take a slight move backwards and renew his hunter's mark on this guy. But he also has another little something in mind. He dropped his longsword and pulled out his bow, and he's going to take a shot with the bow. So here we go. That's an 18, which will hit. He does 11 points from the bow itself. He does 1 more from the hunter's mark. And he does another die 8 from his Colossus Slayer.
Nice.
Colossus Slayer works once per turn, so he used it for this turn. So he did a total of 16 points of damage to that guy, and he is unequivocally dead. You see him grit his teeth. Notor grit his teeth as he unleashes this arrow. And as this guy crumples into a heap, you see Notor break into a very big grin. And then that is his turn. Next up then is number 1. He steps forward. He just saw that Notor fired an arrow and killed one of his compatriots, so he is going to fire an arrow at Notor. So he fires and misses. Next up is Oh Captain, my Captain. She's no longer in stealth, so she is going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Try to get in behind this guy a little bit. And she's going to go ahead and just take a regular stabby stab. Okay, so because he's already engaged with Malrain, she gets advantage. She hits. She does not that much. Good God, why does that keep doing that? That's messed up. I'm gonna have to fix that somehow. Let me see if that works. Put the damage back. Piercing damage, 1d4, plus strength, plus 1. That should be it. See if it'll do it right. Nope, still not doing it right. I don't know. For some reason, it doesn't want to roll properly, so I'll just have to roll it manually. Die 4 plus 1. Come on. Okay, she does 5, and then she adds the sneak damage of 8. So she does a total of 13 to this dude. Stabs him right in the kidney. And that hurt him pretty bad. He yowls with pain, and whips around to see that he's just been hit hard from behind. So, and that's Greta's turn. Next up is the captain. He continues to bark orders. He tells this guy to break off and engage the party, and tells this guy to help with the rest of the captives. And they, hang on a second. Let's see if I can pull this together. I think it works. Dang it. Sometimes this thing wants to work, sometimes it doesn't. Tell you what, get out of here. All right, so this whole crew is starting to move. They're not moving real fast, but they are moving a little quicker than what they were before. So that's what the captain does. Next up is Asher.
Alrighty. Let's see. Okay, I can get him. I think I'm going to pop my second sleep,
Okay.
and I am going to put it in the middle. Let me see if I can do where I can. Yeah, okay, I can do this. Like right there. I'm going to try to, well, I don't have any control of it. My intention is to put all the captives to sleep.
Okay.
That way it may take them another couple rounds to rouse them all up or whatever.
Sure. Okay. Roll your dice.
22.
Okay. Well, this guy who's damn near dead anyway is the first one to fall asleep. And then that leaves 4 more of these ones. I'll just choose at random here. That one. Did I save? Yeah. That one and
Are the hit dice of the captives
one.
less than the goblins?
Yes.
I think because I think his intentions hit the captives, right?
Well, it's not even as much about the hit dice as it is
Hit points.
total hit points.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
he actually he's hurting bad enough that he's lower hit points than any of these peasants. So
Yeah. Different system. Never mind.
yep, no, you're good. So he falls asleep first, and then 4 others in here fall asleep, automatically keeling over, and as such, they they are slowed a bit. So anything else, Asher?
I'm just going to move. I'm
Okay.
going to go ahead and let's see. I'm going to move here. That way I can give Malrain a flank if he wants to attack.
Okay.
And then I'll be done.
All right. Next up is Tass.
I'm going to firebolt the guy barking orders.
Okay. He's got a little bit of cover over there because there's like a sea of peasants between you and him.
Okay.
I would say about
Um,
half cover, so you're gonna fire
How
with
about this
disadvantage.
guy? Does he have any cover?
That one does not. No, you can
Okay,
you can
I will
fire.
firebolt that guy.
Okay. Let's see. Is that a 14 to hit?
Mm-hmm.
14 just misses.
Okay. My cannon will move up 15 feet also and shoot that guy.
Same one?
Yep.
Okay.
That won't hit either.
No. Okay. Anything else?
Nope.
All right, moving on. It's Malrain. Still with us, Joe?
Yes, I am. Malrain is this bastard here isn't dead, is he?
Not quite. He's really hurt. He got carved up pretty bad by Greta. He turned as he took that shot.
All right, we're gonna take the attack
Okay.
of opportunity.
Well, it's no opportunity attack. It's just you can do a regular attack. He's not moving away from you. He's
No,
just.
he's gonna get an opportunity attack.
Oh, he's gonna take. Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, you clever bastards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Okay. Does a
6.
16 hit you?
Yeah, it'll get me.
Okay.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think 6 is about where he'll go to.
He does 5 damage to you as you step away.
All right. I'll take that. And at this point, the captain, is he damaged then?
Who? The captain?
Yeah.
No, he hasn't been touched yet. You could barely see him. He's got quite a bit of cover because of all the people between you and him. So.
That's all right. He only has to hear me.
Okay. Vicious mockery. Okay.
It's gonna do 1d4, so it'll do a damage to him. DC modifier 13 as I scream out. I've seen better herds of cattle than what you're steering here.
Okay. He does fail pretty miserably, so he does take that point of damage. What else does it do?
He'll have disadvantage on any of his rolls next turn.
Okay, let me do something. I have to put the. Okay, so I'll put. We'll say.
Yeah, you unleash a string of insults laced with the subtle enchantments A creature you can see within range. And you said I can barely see him.
You can see him. You can see his head. It's just
He
that's
can hear you. Oh,
yeah,
I
he
said
can.
he can't see me. It doesn't matter. If I can. Okay. I must succeed on this or take 1d4 and have disadvantage on the next attack roll it makes before the end of its next turn.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else?
I think that does it for him.
Okay.
Let me check one last thing just to be sure I can't do it. And I don't think I can, so you can move forward. I'll just check it while you're doing that. It's just a healing thing. I don't think I can do it though. All right.
So you're done?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Up next is number 4 here. He was one with a bow. Well, I mean, you just gave him a nice target, so he's going to shoot at you. Let's see. 16, that'll hit. And let's see here. He does 5 damage to Malrain.
Malrain is effectively incapacitated.
Okay. So we will put basically that to denote that. He sees you crumple. But then, yeah, he stays where he is. He's just trying to keep you back. So, all right, number 3. He was told to stay with the captives, and he is doing so. He's trying to wake up some of the ones that fell, as well as his own companion. So he manages to wake up 2 of the captives with swift kicks. But that's all he manages to do for this turn. Wrong person. Okay. Number 2 then is up. He was the one that was told to join the fray. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so he moves up, realizes he can't get up to anybody, so he's going to pull out a bow and shoot at Asher. A 20 total should hit Asher, yes?
Yep, 16.
Okay.
Dang, I could have used that. Rats.
2 points of damage to you. Okay, next up is Kelso.
Okay. So they have came up here now. Oh,
What'd you say? I'm sorry.
one of these guys was shooting at Malrain, weren't they?
This one, yeah, number 4 is the one here that shot Malrain into unconsciousness or
Oh,
incapacity.
he's dying. Yeah.
Okay, he's down.
This
He's
guy's
down and incapped. This guy, he also took a shot, but he shot at Asher. I'm sorry, it was this one. Hang on a sec. Why do I have 2 of them listed as 4? Something's messed up.
All right, so he's gonna pop up to him and sneak up.
All right, you got advantage. Go ahead and take your shot as you break stealth and attempt to viciously maul this nasty dude.
Well, I probably most likely didn't hit. So
What'd you get? What was the best one you got?
what's their AC?
They are 15.
Okay, definitely did not hit.
Okay. All right. Anything else?
Nope.
Okay. Let's see something here. One of these is supposed to be number 5, I think. Because this is, no, that is him. How do I have 4 listed twice? 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's weird. Oh well, whatever. We'll just say this guy who missed last time isn't even there. I don't know why I got duplicates somehow. It was really weird. Okay, so next up was number 5. Again, he's unconscious. He's asleep, so he can't do anything. Number 6 is up next. That guy is this one hurting real bad. He wants to retaliate against Greta with his longsword. I don't think that's gonna do anything. Nope, he misses Greta. Notor is next. Let's see here. Notor will go ahead and take a shot at this guy. Again, using his Colossus Slayer advantage if he can get a shot in on him. That's a hit, no problem. It's not 19. What? It keeps doing that. Nope. I don't understand why it won't roll damage correctly, but let's try again. All right, he did 4 there, and then he's going to do another die 8. So he did 5 points of damage, which expires that guy as well. So that'll be Notor's turn. Then it's number 1. So number 1 was also firing a bow. So you're already down. You just showed up. He's going to drop his bow and charge in to here and attempt to attack the big dog. And we'll miss. So now it's Greta. She sees a guy with his back turned to her. She thinks that's a pretty juicy target. That's a 21. That definitely hits. So she's going to do three points of damage plus the sneak. Total of 12. And he did not like that. Okay. That one also cries out. Man, these guys keep getting backstabbed and they don't like it. Okay, so that's Greta's turn. Time for the captain. He moves over here and kicks awake a couple of captives. And that's his turn. Asher's up.
I'm gonna... I'm going to now as a free action, I can so the goblin right beside me had a longsword. As a free action, can I drop my scimitar and pick up his longsword and wield it?
I'd say you could use it as your bonus, but not a free action. So if you want to use your bonus for this turn by doing that, I would allow that.
No, that's okay. I'll go ahead and move. Here. And try to finish this guy off.
Okay.
first attack. It's probably not going to hit. That is a 11.
No.
Missed on both of them.
All right. Anything else?
Man. No.
Okay.
No.
Taz is up.
Is the captain out of cover now?
Yes, he is.
Shoot the captain.
All right.
How with that one? Cannon's gonna shoot him too, and now I'm gonna move up.
Okay. Does this cannon auto reload itself? How's this work?
It's a ball of force.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
I mean, it's called a cannon, but it's called
Okay.
a force ballista.
That's pretty wild. Okay.
But that'll
un-
12, so I'm pretty sure that's gonna miss too.
Yeah. Unfortunately, both of those miss. So
The cannon only moves 15 feet, and I move 25. Could you get me a separate thing so I can designate
item?
that as a cannon?
sure. Okay. Just a sec here. Oh, that's a terrible one. Let's do better. That's a little better.
I miss anything?
Oh, your character died.
Shitey.
Okay. Yeah. So there you go. See if you can move it. Are you able to move it?
No, I cannot.
Okay. Where is it? How far has it moved so far?
It moves. It should be up 1 square, so it would move 3 squares forward and 1 square up.
Okay. So 1, 2, 3, and up here, roughly.
It would be like here.
About there.
Yeah,
Okay.
that works.
All right. Anything else, Tess?
No, that's it.
Okay. Malrain, death check, please. Okay. You rolled it twice somehow, but you know, we'll still take it. So 15 on your death save. Is that pass what you need?
Hold on.
Okay.
1 second. I think I have to be a 10 or higher if it is. Yeah, it is. Yep, 10 or higher.
Okay, that's a success. You can mark a success. All right. Number 3 is up. All right. He's finally able to start corralling some of these people and start moving them. So he is starting to get some movement. All right. They're getting moving. Then it's number 2. He drops his bow and pulls out longsword and tries to take a swipe at the direwolf who's trying to snap at him. I believe that's going to be a hit. 19, yeah.
Yep.
6 points of damage.
All right.
Okay, he's done, and Kelso's up.
And I will attack him. That missed. Never mind.
Okay, anything else?
Nope.
Okay, number 5, he was helping with moving slaves. Notor is up. He sees this guy injured again, and he's always going to go for the ones that are injured anytime he can, because he does get a nice bonus. So he's going to.
It's getting kind of old. What is missing now?
Okay, that's a hit from Notor.
Good.
Okay, so he does 4 of regular damage, and he does also 5 from his Colossus Slayer for a total of 9. That's another dude, dead ski. Okay, he's also going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's going to move up, and that'll be Notor's turn. Number 1 just died, so never mind him. Greta's up. Let's see. So she's gonna go ahead and get into a flanking position and go for that stabby stab again. She is enjoying doing that, that's for sure. This time it's a miss though. All right, the captain, seeing that things aren't going well, he bellows out some orders. He's telling this one to make a run for it, leave the captives. He's telling this one to start executing captives. And he is moving up. 4, 5, 6. So he is going to try to engage Greta here. All right. He is going to make 2 attacks with a greatsword.
Boy.
First one is a hit. The second one is not. Okay, so he's going to roll.
Did he do roll disadvantage on the first one?
Oh
Oh wait, never mind.
That would have been his last
That
turn,
would-
not this turn.
Yeah, that would have been last turn.
So actually, I need to remove that. Okay. He does 11 points to Miss Greta, which was a pretty hefty shot. She didn't like that at all. Okay. Let's see, and that is all he can do at this point. Let's see. Let me see something here. Okay. He also. Good night, pal. Sleep good. He also shouts out a war cry. And it seems that his remaining goblins are heartened by this war cry. And this guy took off. They are heartened by this war cry. You see them get a little bit more esprit de corps, I guess. So that's the end of the captain's turn. Asher's up.
Okay, I am going to take a double move and move next to the guy who I see is going to execute people.
Okay.
And
So
I'm sorry.
actually, pick out your path, please, as you do that. So move
So
back
it's
to where
right
you
here.
were. Yep. Pick your path out. Yeah, I know, but if you go straight that direction, you're going to take 2 attacks of opportunity.
No, I got you. 5,
Okay.
10, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. I can
Just walk a diagonal and then go
Yeah.
straight.
yeah, that's yeah.
Okay.
I'll just
All right.
move down and then.
All right. Just want to make
And then
sure. Yeah. Okay. And then
No,
what?
that's cool. I appreciate it. I'm going to use my action surge
Okay.
and give myself a set of attacks
Okay.
on this murderous thug.
Gotcha.
First attack is 20 something, 23.
That's a hit.
Okay. For 4 points of damage.
Okay.
My second attack is it's going to miss, I think. 12.
Yeah, that misses.
Okay.
Okay. Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
All right. Tass is up. What you doing, Master Tassilo?
I'm gonna cast Cure Light Wounds on that guy.
On that guy?
This guy.
Okay. Just wanted to be specific about it.
He'll take 10 points back.
All right. 10 points healed to Malrain.
I yell out to the prisoners, defend yourselves, you fools. They're attempting to kill you.
Okay.
And then the cannon will shoot the captain or the evil captain.
The captain. Gotcha.
19
That's a hit.
for 5 points.
5 points.
And he is pushed back 5 feet. So
Oh,
put
very
back
nice.
square.
Okay. So let's see. Whoops. Okay. Pushed back. All right. Anything else, Tass?
Nope.
Malrain, you are healed. You are prone, but you are healed. Malrain, you still with us? Joe?
He's prone.
He's definitely prone. I don't know what his see, I think his health would probably be about that. That's a guess. I'm just gonna pop it in there. Let me look at his character sheet, see if he's saving it on there. I want to make sure I know where his actual hits are. Okay. Good night, buddy. Sleep good. Okay. That ought to do. All right, so in absence of Joe right now, Malrain is going to use his move action to stand up. And he is going to do what Malrain do and start talking smack. So he is going to viciously mock the captain again. Be 1 point. Captain gets a wisdom save. Okay. Straight. Oh, he fails. So he'll take that disadvantage again and 1 point of damage. Okay, and that'll be Malrain's turn. So next up is Goblin number 3, who just took a shot from Asher. And he will attempt to return the favor. 19 should hit, yes.
Yep.
Three points. Okay. All right, number 2. Let's see here. Still engaged with a big direwolf. So he's going to work on you some more. That's going to be a miss. Except that, hang on. That's actually a 12 total. Will a 12 hit, Kelso?
How much again?
12 is the attack roll to Kelso.
That actually misses.
Okay, so he missed.
Ah, hello.
Malrain, you were healed and you got up. So you got up from prone and then you tried to viciously mock the big cheese again. So,
Oh shit! I had a move in hand. All right.
no, sorry, you
No
were
big deal.
away and we just took care of it. So, all right, so
Too
Kelso's
easy.
up.
Oh,
You were healed for 10, by the way.
hopefully I might be able to hit this guy here.
Yeah, you were
Much
healed for 10.
appreciated.
Yeah, Malrain was healed for 10. I don't know exactly where your hit points were, so I put you at 8. I assume that you were under a couple, so
Yeah, I was at -1.
-1. So you're
Yes.
actually at 9 then. All right, go ahead.
I give up attacking now.
Wolfform is not doing great on making connections today.
No, just in general, me in combat, I'm realizing I can never hit things, so I am done with combat.
Okay, so if you back out, he will take a swipe at you,
That's
unless you're
fine.
going to do it, unless you just don't attack and do a disengage.
He can swipe at me.
Okay. He hits for 5 points.
All right.
Okay, and let's see. Number 5 left the combat, so he's out of here. Notor's up. Oh, Notor's licking his lips. 2, 3. He drops the hunter's mark on the Capitan. So 1 hunter's mark. And he is firing. So let's see here. Oh, that's a nat. Look out, buddy.
Oof.
He just critted. He just critted. All right, roll 1d. Actually, he gets 1d8 plus 11 for that. Because remember now in a crit situation, we're giving max on the first die and then you roll the second die normally. So 1d8 plus 11. So he did 12 points. Oh, he rolled minimum. That sucks.
Did you say on a crit now it's max on the first?
Max on the first die and then roll on the second one on a
Oh,
critical.
I would have done a ton more damage than to the other guy then.
Oh, well. In any case, he ran away. But yeah, I remembered that myself. We did that last time and I want to make sure we remember that. So okay, so anyway, 12 there. He also does the hunter's mark. And he also does the Colossus Slayer. So all together, Notor unloads on this guy and does 23 points of damage. He did not like that. Oops. There we go. Whoops. Still wrong. There it goes. Oh, that hurt him bad. I hurt him bad. All right, Greta's up. Let's see here. She's still engaged with this guy. Unfortunately, she doesn't have any advantage right now because Kelso backed off. So she's going to take her shot with the dagger again and miss. Okay, now the captain's up. He was pretty hurt by that, but he is going to go ahead and do a second wind. So let's see here. I believe a second wind works like,
It's a die 10 plus your fighter level.
so let's see, he is. Let's see. Okay, so he gets 10 back. Okay, and then he is going to step back in and keep working on Miss Greta here. Uh, 11 will miss. And his second shot, a 21 will hit. He does. He does 7 points to Greta. She didn't like that. She's still up, but she's staggered. And that's the captain. So Asher's up.
Keep wailing on this guy.
Okay.
Ooh, nat 20.
Uh-oh. All right. So
First attack.
first attack is a natural 20.
Second attack. Ah, it's gonna miss.
Okay.
11.
So first one is a crit. So your first die is maxed,
Okay.
and then your
So
second one
it's-
rolls.
6, 2. See, it's 11. 11 plus 5. 16.
Oh yeah, he did.
Spit on him.
All right. So that guy did.
Then I can make a move.
Yep, you still can move.
Okay, so I can move 30. 5, 10, 15, 20. I'm going to go ahead and move here to get an advantage if Greta wants it or myself or whatever.
Okay,
Big cheese.
gotcha. Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
All right, Tass, you're up.
All right, the cannon's gonna shoot the cap or the leader.
Okay,
21
that's a hit.
for 13 points.
Oh,
Nice.
that was a nasty shot. Expired.
Ooh.
Captain is down.
And then 1, 2. Then I will cure light wounds on
Miss
Greta
Greta. Mm-hmm.
for 3 points.
She'll take it. Okay, some of her wounds close up. Anything else, Tass?
The cannon can move up like 3 squares, but you know, you can stay there too. It doesn't matter. That's
Okay.
it.
It moved up. All right, Malrain is up.
Excuse me. Malrain. 1 second. There it is. I am going to. Let's see. Well, this guy here up here is alive still.
This guy and this guy are the only two still breathing, except for the
Okay.
one that was heavily wounded and ran. Actually, he was ordered to run.
Listen, I'll roll persuasion.
Okay.
Well, piss on it. I guess I'll use my inspiration too. Might as
Okay.
well. See, might as well. So looks like I did a 25, and I'll look right at them and I'll say, "Your captain's dead. There's nothing more for you to do here. Put your weapons down, and we shall spare you."
Okay. That was rather fancy speech for a goblin. He knows common, so he does understand you. Let's see. Oh, he rolled pretty high. He's not interested in what you have to say.
Okay, he beat a
Um,
25. Damn it. Okay, I'm gonna stealth out. Poof, gone like a fart in the wind.
Okay.
Oops, first one. Sorry.
Well, I would actually say that, you're engaged in a combat here.
Okay.
So you would have a disadvantage. I'm going to take the second one. So you got a 15 on your stealth.
Okay.
Okay. You don't, look, it's hard
That's
to
cool.
just disappear from in front of somebody's face.
That's all right with me.
Okay.
If I would have got a crit, it'd have been a lot better off. But yep.
Sure. I got you. Okay. Next up is number 2.
My action is my persuasion considered an action, or is it free action to speak still?
No, I'd call it a bonus. Like I say, we're in a swirling melee right now. So,
Okay, I'm going to disengage from this guy after I stealth.
well, you can't disengage as a full action.
Oh, well, I mean, I'll gladly.
Oh, yeah, I guess
I
you did
think he
do the
means he's just
persuasion.
moving.
Okay. Yeah, you're just
Take
moving.
the
Okay, yeah, you can
attack of
disengage.
opportunity.
You're not going to be able to stealth and go. It's
Sure.
either disengage or it's stealth.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I assume that. Yeah, I assume I'll. Yep. I'm sorry. I
So
guess I'll stay
you can
put.
you can disengage,
put.
or you can stealth
I
and then
think
try
he-
to move later.
I think he's stealthing and then moving. So I guess
Yeah.
the guy gets a perception check.
I mean, I suppose, yeah. Like I say, a disengage is a full action. I don't think you can stealth and disengage.
Oh.
You could stealth and then disengage your next turn.
I'm not terribly concerned. I'll disengage the next turn. That's not a big deal.
Okay. So, yep. All right, so now he's up. He gets a perception at advantage because, again, you're in front of his face. It's in a melee, so. All right, yep. He got a natural 20, so he
Nice.
does see you. Let's see here. He was not interested in what you have to say. It appears that he is going to. Well, let's see here. His captain just went down. Yeah, he doesn't break. He's gonna stay here. So, 6 of one, half dozen another. You were the mouthy one. He's gonna take a shot at you. Hello?
What's that?
I don't know. I just did that roll and it like disappeared. I heard it, but it's like it didn't go through. Let's try that again. There it goes. Okay, 21. He does hit you.
Okay.
No, wait. There it was. It was in there before, so never mind. He rolled a 6. I don't know why I didn't see that. I must not have scrolled down enough in the feed or something. So, so a 6 misses. Kelso's up.
I passed my turn.
Okay. Next up is Notor. We'll go ahead and lay our hunter's mark on this guy and take a shot.
Okay, so it's no.
And that is going to miss. Okay, so
Okay.
let's see here. 6. And he's going to use a bonus here to see if he can figure a way to unchain the captives. So he's working on that. Next up is Greta.
Nice.
She's hurting. So she's going to disengage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So she disengages. Captain's dead. Asher's up.
Which one of these two guys looks the most beat up?
Neither. They are unscathed.
Okay. Well, then I will see. Can't move there. I'll go ahead and let's move to where Greta was at, I guess.
Okay.
And I'll take a swipe at this guy.
Okay.
Let's see, 8, 13.
No.
Okay. 2 misses.
Okay. So anything
That's
else? Okay. Tass, you're up.
Nope.
5-foot step back. I will firebolt that guy that everyone is everyone's targeting now.
Okay.
17.
That's a hit.
8 points of damage.
Oh yeah. He didn't like that.
And then the cannon will shoot him too,
Okay.
which is an 8 will miss.
That's a miss. Yep. Okay.
And the cannon won't move. So that's it.
Gotcha.
Done.
All right. Malrain. He didn't fall for your stealth, but he didn't hit you either. So
I'll swing my dagger at him.
which 16 do you want?
Oh, sorry.
That's fine. It's a hit. 7
7 on that.
points. Yeah, oh yeah, he's barely hanging on. He's hurt bad. You got him staggered now. Anything else?
No.
Okay. Number 2. Oh yeah, he's real hurt.
Trying to find something here.
But well, let's see. He might make another break check. Let's see. He's hurt bad now. Oh, he fails. Okay. He is going to disengage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait a minute. Didn't see that guy there. 6. There we go. Right. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. He's disengaging. So
Now, does that mean we don't get an attack of opportunity on him?
correct. He did.
Okay,
He did.
just
He
'cause
did
took a
just.
full action.
Yeah, he took a full action to do disengage. That's all he's
Okay.
doing. So
Alrighty.
That ability to do that. I mean, like to.
what's that now?
Is that if you had the ability, you could try to do that onto them.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, there are some things that allow you to take attacks of opportunity even if they're trying to disengage, but you have to have those
Okay.
specific skill sets. So,
Okay.
all right, Kelso.
I'm good.
Okay. Notor's up. He was working on some chains over here, so he's gonna do a. He doesn't seem to find a set of keys for the shackles and stuff, so he tries a little sleight of hand, and is unsuccessful. So he's still working the shackles. Didn't notice the guy taken off there, or does he? Let's see. Let's do a perception roll. Oh, he noticed. Okay. So while he was working the shackles, he noticed that. So he sees this guy trying to jet, and he says, "I don't think so." And he does hit because he has a bonus versus goblins. So where's that roll? Where'd it go? Oh, for Pete's sake. All right. He gets the shot. Dude goes down. So this one is not going to escape. Okay. All right. Next up is Greta. She is a little bit more adept at things like, picking locks and such. So she's going to also attempt to take care of the, the stuffs with their tools. Oh, and she successfully unlocks the shackles. So she's working on getting all of the captives unshackled right now. So that's her turn. Next up is Asher.
All right. Move up and whack at this guy.
Okay. Somehow I lost him in the initiative. I don't know where in the heck that went. No, you're fine. Go ahead.
Okay. Let's see. 17.
That's a hit.
And I miss with the second one. It's a 9.
Okay.
Yeah, 3, 5.
5 points. All right. I'm going to say he goes next because for whatever reason I kind of lost this guy in the initiative. I don't know what happened. Something kind of got weird. He's just been kind of standing there, gawking at all this.
I have a dachshund doing the same thing. I'll be right back.
Okay. Amazingly, he has disadvantage on that for sure. Let's do that again. Oh yeah. Okay, this guy's gonna break and run. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, he got shot down about there. He gets to about there. Okay, he broke and ran. Okay, Tass is up.
Is that thing behind us not a goblin?
Behind you where?
Sorry.
Oh, there?
Yeah.
I don't know how that got there. I don't know.
Okay.
For some reason, sometimes these things just show up when I'm moving things around. I don't know why it does that. So,
I guess I will firebolt the guy trying to run away.
okay.
That'll miss.
Yep.
And the cannon will shoot him. We'll also miss.
Okay.
And that is all.
Malrain's up.
I'll walk over and put my foot on the chest of the corpse of the captain and just look at them. I would stop the man, but I gave him his word if he put down his weapons and went his way that I would do him no harm. So, as a man of my word, I'm not going to do anything to the man.
Okay.
Pass. Yep, there we go.
All right. Kelso.
Thank you.
Everybody's down, right?
Yeah, except for the one guy who's running for his life.
Nothing I can really do. So
Okay. Notor also sees this and knows that Greta has things well in hand, so he is going to take a shot at him. He already has the hunter's mark on him, so here we go.
Hunter's mark is a nice ability.
18 is a hit. Let's see. So, he gets his normal damage. He gets 8 from that. Then he gets
Nice.
the hunter's mark damage. And he gets the Colossus Slayer damage. He does a total of 12. Dead Goblin.
Very cool.
Okay, they didn't get far. Okay, the combat is now over. Clearing the list. All right, so we are out of combat. You guys have successfully captured all but or have successfully killed all but one of the goblins. The one was told to run ahead. You don't know why, but he ran for it, and he
Trying to warn other ones.
he was heavily wounded, but he ran ahead. So,
Yeah, that guy should have been dead.
yeah, well, we forgot. Got it fixed eventually, but we forgot. Okay, so anyway, you've got the captives freed. Everybody is fatigued. Everybody is not well handled, but nobody's actually hurt. So you have successfully reclaimed the captives. So what would you like to do next?
I'm going to check this guy's pockets for any letters or documents that say anything about anything.
Okay. So you're going to search out the rest of these cats?
Just this one. Just the
Okay.
leader. I just want to check his pockets. Not worried about anything except things that might identify who he is, and what kind of rank, etc. he is.
Okay. Okay. Hang on just a second. Let's see. Hang on a sec.
My pit bull's barking. 1 second. Be right back.
My dogs are barking. My dogs are barking. Let's see.
Crazy pups. Okay. Sorry about that.
Yeah, that's fine.
Cold puppies. Okay.
And
Oh, I know before I've tried to disguise or hide what I'm doing. No, nothing like that this time. I'm just gonna like do the full empty pockets kind of thing in front of everybody.
okay. All right. So he doesn't really have any documentation on him.
Okay.
His longsword or great sword rather
Mhm.
looks very nice.
Well,
He also has a longbow and some arrows on him
okay.
and various coinage.
Can I detect magic on the corpse to see if there's anything magical on him?
The great sword does radiate magic.
All right. I'll take the great sword out of his hands and shove it into what's left of his. Oh, what kind of armor is he wearing? Studded leather?
It's pretty beat up now, but
Sure.
he does have. Let me see. Let me look here. Where is it? Yeah, studded leather.
Okay, then it should go through just fine. Shove the sword through his chest. The sword's magical.
Okay.
Walk a few feet back. Nothing identifying what it is, though, other than scum.
Yeah.
Is
Okay.
that how you make magic items? I always been trying to like make them. All you have to do is stab it through a goblin.
Something about the blood.
Plus 10 for mutilating a corpse. Okay.
Better than sex with a corpse, I guess.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
Or is it?
What else? What else is anybody doing?
And I'm also.
You see, Greta is limping about. She's still hurt.
I'm gonna cure
sorry,
light wounds
wrong
on her if she need, or if possible. 5 points this time, and that is my last cure spell.
What did you do? I'm sorry. 5?
Cure light wounds.
Okay.
I got her for 7 for healing word.
Okay. That's helpful. She's only down a few now. She's doing much better.
Uh, and then who else is damaged? Anybody else?
I think just you.
I'm down. I'm only down 5, so I'm good.
I
If
will
you're
walk up to Asher, just as my hand once made you invisible. It will now heal your wounds. Put him on his shoulder, and I'll use 5 of my lay hands to pop him back into good shape too.
Okay.
My friend, I can't tell you enough that I will not do you much good in battle if I can't get the jump on someone, but I will try. And to the best of my ability, you will have me. Perhaps I should stick to the rear unless given forward advance in the future. And I'll crack another healing word onto what's her name. And that's my
Oh, okay.
yep.
What's the healing word do?
It's just the level 1 spell.
Well,
I,
much?
I
Okay, she gets 4.
I didn't get I didn't get to cast a whole lot or do a whole lot of casting this turn or combat. So I thought, well, hell, we'll throw some healing around.
Okay, she's fully healed.
Are we
Awesome.
are we gonna go back to town, or are we gonna hang out here?
I think. I mean, I
'Cause
guess the I guess the better question would be, folks, have you've sort of been forced marched? I mean, it isn't exactly been a light jog, I would assume.
if we can get to somewhere safe, I can light a fire and make some food.
I think that that's probably the best idea these people have probably heard in days. I would hearken to say that you are correct on that one.
we do
Okay.
need to think about the one that got away, just as a keep it in the back of our minds. If he goes back to a camp and lets them know what's going on, we need to be aware
Right.
of
Well,
retaliation, especially with the mob.
Uh, I mean, if the ranger's willing to scout ahead, I can keep him healed, but he'll have to swear to protect me as we move forward. As again, I just don't feel as though I am a worthy combatant as of yourselves. I do try though.
Okay.
He's very embarrassed that he fell in combat.
My cannon slowly walks up towards me and like crawls back up to my shoulder.
We'll make sure. I know, Mike. I know you said that the prisoners were, or the prisoners were all pretty okay. I'm just
Yeah,
gonna check
yeah.
on them too, just make sure
They're
they're all right.
yeah, they've
Mhm.
they've suffered some exposure and
Okay.
certainly force march um to a degree, right? I mean, they weren't on a real uh heavy pace, so they weren't forced to march particularly fast, but they weren't given a whole lot of provision, and the camping conditions weren't great, so they
All
were
right. Then
herded. They were pretty well herded like cattle. So
okay.
I
And I'm just gonna start rounding up the random stuff from the dead goblins. Just start picking up the treasure and stuff,
if
swords, all that kind
I'll
of stuff.
I'll say
okay,
again to the team: is there anyone? I guess I'll pull the blade from the chest because if nothing else, maybe I can identify it for who wants to use the great sword. I can't. I mean, I could. I would suck with it, but maybe we can at least get it identified or something. Um,
For sure.
yeah, I mean, I'll grab it and throw it in with the horde with the rest of the stuff. Um, as far as
okay,
the people, let's lay on hands for anybody that has any minor injuries. And then if it's okay with you, GM, just kind of like what I do, I'm gonna play Song of Rest for the people.
okay, that's fine. So Nutor used his skills to go ahead and build a fire.
Cool.
So we are gonna camp here.
I
I
think
that
it's wise. I think it
what
would
I
be.
heard from you
I
guys. So,
mean, well, I'll tell you this much on my end. As far as my character is concerned, he believes that it's his duty to defend the weak, and these people are very much the very definition of that.
Oh,
He's
I'm fine
not.
with it. I just need to know because I know a goblin escaped, so he might be getting back up. So I didn't know if we wanted to leave away from here
I knew.
before
Yes,
we did
that's
anything else.
yes. I was actually agreeing that perhaps we should. It may be wise to move a little bit of space at least, or maybe even some cover for the trees and put out a perimeter. positioned. I know a little bit about tactics, but suck at enacting them in any physical sense. So
I agree. I think that's a good idea too, just to be on the safe side.
he said, "Well, I certainly also think that it would be wise." As he pulls out his ink, which is probably decently cold at this point, so should probably be warmed by the fire a bit. I'll be needing each and every one of your names. I would rather not get into particulars as to why, but let's just say that this is an insurance policy. I'll grab out my quill and my ink and my paper and set up a little spot for me to sit down and write.
It's fine. And they're all extremely grateful, and they're happy to tell you, any details you need. They're particularly pleased that you're willing to feed them and treat them well and all that stuff. So
Yeah, my character is uh he seems almost as though he is taking some kind of piety driven um uh it's like he's pulled some kind of 180 from his regular behavior just to let everybody know.
okay.
I will ask them. I'll ask the prisoners if any of them by chance speaks Goblin.
Like,
Oh no, my lord, no, no. We're just common peasants. We don't
Well, I
we
didn't know with them being
don't
so
study
close to
such
the
things.
Five Peaks.
Oh well, I mean, they all know some basic goblin words.
I
They know enough to hear it when, or to know it when they hear it,
Mhm.
although
Is
they're
it
not fluent. So
okay? Well,
Sense.
just say, any of you guys get a notion that there may be a bigger camp or somewhere where you guys were going to go?
I guess I
they
could have
said
cast Carolyn.
they were marching us somewhere, and they did speak common when they were speaking to us. Um, yeah, they commonly would threaten us with death if we attempted to escape or resist, and that our destiny was to work in their labor camp. So other than
Okay.
that, we don't really know where we were headed, how far away it was.
Okay.
You know.
Well,
Jersey Sherzies.
I'll thank them for it, and I'll let them know that they're protected.
Okay.
They've got nothing to worry about. We'll take care of them.
Notor's a little itchy about you know the fact that they got away from us. So he agrees with um, the notion to camp, but he says during first watch he'd like to go forward and do some advanced scouting though.
And I again let him know I am very good at sneaking. I could assist you if you want me to help you scout ahead. I think that it would be wise that we rest a little so that I can assist you with any healing that may need to be done. But if you're not up for the rest and you think we should push forward, I've got one more good cure in me.
Well, he says he doesn't need any healing, and he doesn't intend to engage them. He just wants to know what's ahead. So if you guys are
Understood.
okay with Asher being alone on first watch, I'll go for the first 4 hours and scout forward, and then come back for resting. If you guys are okay with that.
Yeah,
He's not gonna.
I'm okay with it. I kind of, I don't like the idea of any of the party members going off on their own, but I totally understand where he's coming from, and he is a ranger, But I'm personally okay with it, I guess. I
Yeah,
definitely can take care of myself.
yeah. Well, and he says I won't engage anybody. I just want to know
No, I know.
what's ahead. You know.
Well, if we're
Yep.
stopping and he made a fire, or he made a little campfire, I'm gonna go fireboat and light the fire and then start cooking.
Okay.
I'm
I
not
All
making
right.
anything fancy. I'm just gonna,
Yeah,
I have a whole bag of corn, so
if there's not even time
Like
for a
the
short
core group.
rest, Malrain would want to make sure that he gets name, age, next of kin. And if it begins to worry the people, he'll just explain this, that you're in the best hands possible. You can rest assured that our troop will make sure that you folks are taken care of. We're not going to let anything bad happen to you. Like we're gonna. So I'll basically mimic what Asher had said, and kind of give it a smooth, soothing tone, and play the music for them while he cooks, and just get that information just in case any of them were to fall out on the way back or would be murdered or etc. We can at least inform their families that they died, and they can have closure in that sense, right?
Yep.
So
Okay. Taz, see if you can actually move that cannon now. I think I fixed it so that you can activate it. Oh yeah, you got it. All right, so you got your little cannon there. Okay, so just to summarize, I think the plan is standard watches, but Asher's gonna stand watch on his own while Notor scouts ahead for the first 4 hours, and then they'll come back and finish watches as usual. Yes.
with the Malrain will hang out with Asher and keep him company.
Okay. Yeah, since you only need 4, that's fine. You can do
Yeah,
that.
I mean, two heads are better than one in case we run into a scenario, and I
Okay.
can, I
Okay.
can cast and he can fight. So that's
All right. So Notor is going to do some survival here. Pretty good. Yeah, the wounded one is leaving a lovely blood trail to follow, so it hasn't been difficult at all. So for the first 4 hours, he is tracking successfully. We will get into what he may or may not see in a moment. He's going to do a perception. Oh, yeah. He does see something, and we will do one more roll for him. Not a good roll there. Let's see. Oh, he got spotted. Okay. Let's see here. So that happens. Okay, does he recognize that? Okay. And that's all taken care of. So now we will finish the. Okay. So he does come back. He's a little out of breath. And he lets everybody know, yeah, the wounded one ran on up
nice.
the hill, up into a place with less tree cover, but I could see at the top of the hill there's a fortification. Looks like it's ringed in a wall, and it has a pretty sizable gate and gatehouse. And down the slope along the path, they have a couple of watchtowers. Unfortunately, I wasn't slick enough. There wasn't enough cover, and I know that there were sentries in those towers, and they spotted me. They didn't pursue, but they did raise an alarm. So I don't know if they're going to follow, and I know that the slaver that got away, he made it back to that fortification. I wasn't able to catch him or stop him. So they are aware of at least me until he makes his report. He's going to know that he's going to know what happened here, at least up to the point where he ran. And he ran just before the captain went down, and he's not going to know how many of his people are left, but the fact that I scouted ahead probably is going to tell them that that we defeated the slavers here. So I would
What's-
expect that we're going to be pursued.
What's the surrounding landscape like here, Mr. GM? Is that
So
is
it's
it
pretty indicative of what you see here. Most of this landscape it's winter woods, so there's not a lot of foliage and cover because the leaves are down and there's a lot of snow cover because you got some elevation here. Where he saw this fortification, the tree cover is much thinner because it's getting higher altitude up into more kind of craggy hills,
okay?
and a lot of snow cover, a lot of long visibility. There's not a lot of places to hide. I mean, some nooks and crannies and whatnot in some of the heavy craggy area, but
Uh-huh.
there's not a lot of forest brush up that way.
Okay.
It's mostly a cleared hilltop.
Okay, so then that won't be too much to see him coming.
Yeah, I mean, again, depends on the manner in which they come. I mean,
Right.
he doesn't know what their capabilities are, how many there
Well-
are. He just knows that there were sentries in those towers. He didn't stick around long enough to get a count or figure out how many
Okay.
or
Well,
what their configuration was.
will they require the passage of any water to get to this area, any bridges, anything like that?
No,
Okay.
he said
Then
he only went that way about an hour and a half, which should probably be at his pace, probably about a 15-mile hike. I mean, it's only about 15 miles to get to that hilltop and that fortification. So they're not far away. So
I
you
would
can,
say we have to move.
yeah, as
It
I
would
say,
be foolish to stay here.
yeah, he would recommend that we move.
I think you should move.
So
Take this. I'll roll
I
the
don't-
scroll up.
I don't think so. Everybody would get the benefit, or everybody on second and third watches would have benefit of short rest, but you're not going to have the opportunity to get the long rest in.
I got all the names and whatnot scrolled before people crashed out. I take it
What happened?
that I was able to get the names and information I was looking for before the people crashed out.
Oh yeah, that's not a problem.
I'll roll that up and give it to Asher. It's probably important that people have this, just in case you lose anybody on the way.
Okay.
I'll guard it with my life.
Yeah. All right.
And so
Slice
with
open-
that, I believe we are coming to a close of the session for tonight.
I've got a good idea for it. So,
Okay. Well, scribble it down and have it ready for our next one. So,
yep.
all right. Thanks
Run out.
everybody for tuning in again for another Birthright session with
It was-
Ohio Gaming Alliance.
Good.
Big thanks as usual to Roll20 and Zoom and D&D Beyond and so many others. We've had a good time. Twitch, of course.
Oh,
We
yeah.
continue to have a good time, and the adventure continues to move forward. So, thanks everybody who tuned in to watch.
Yeah.
you.
Thanks. Yeah, thanks again, everybody. And I wanna thank Mike for putting the game together. He and I were talking about it earlier before we started playing, and he tells me he spends a couple of weeks kind of coming up with different ideas, having things pop in, and which a lot of us GMs do. And he spends a lot of time putting the game together. So I want to kind of give it up to Mike. He puts a good game together. Had a blast playing tonight. So thank you, Mike, for bringing this. What I thought should have been continued on, and maybe hint, nudge, nudge to Wizards. They will think about picking it up again. But Birthright was a great system, and it's cool that you brought it back. So very much appreciative.
Absolutely. It's a lot of fun. Okay, so if we stop the stream, we can talk a little bit about our next session.
Yeah,
then.
let me get it stopped. I've been in and out of the house tonight with the kids and the missus and the dogs. So one moment. Oh, one quick thing on that note. We will be. I don't think we have any games for next weekend, but the weekend after, I know that we're going to be doing Agrosia, and then this week we're also going to be recording for an upcoming podcast, the Knights of Vorash. So stay tuned. We're going to be doing some of that, and we're going to continue to stream and give the folks what they're wanting to watch. So thanks again, everybody. I'm going to shut down, Mike. One moment.
Okay. All right. So while Joe's doing that, does anybody